Okay, you are live, Leroy. We are
All right.
live.
Welcome, everyone. I am Leroy Truth of Leroy Truth Investigations, live with the Tyranny Response Team at Delaney Hall in Newark, New Jersey, the Immigration Detention Center. And I want to introduce to my left is the exposure report with David Snow.
Hello, everybody.
And what words of wisdom do you want to start this event off with?
Our First Amendment right to peacefully protest. That's what it seems everybody is doing out here. I don't see any issues. So far, so good.
Excellent. And then we also have my very good friend and colleague, the Garden State Accountability, not the Garden State Accountability, Vinny. And welcome, Vinny, as well.
What's going on, guys?
And what words of wisdom do you want to start off here?
Well, I was trying to get some information from other people. There was only a few people that were here last night that I spoke to. Said there was tear gas, pepper balls, and things like that. So I'm just hoping that we're here, obviously, as a non-biased,
right, neutral. We're neutral, nonpartisan,
content neutral, making sure that the police honor their oath and let the people protest. So that's about it.
Right, exactly. So again, we are not a political channel. We are neutral. We're not right versus left. We're right versus wrong. And so we're going to be interviewing people on all sides of the debate, and then let you decide. What do you think? And we're right in front of the Immigration Detention Center here in Delaney, Newark, Delaney Hall in Newark, New Jersey. And why this protest is happening is there was one of the detainees who started a hunger strike because they said the food was horrendous and the conditions were not good. Though I've heard from some inside sources that the place itself, now I'm not talking about how people are treated, but the place itself is actually not a disgusting place internally. Now, I spent time in Hudson County Jail when I was falsely indicted on aggravated assault against a police officer in a setup by Mayor and Senator Brian Stack, allegedly. And I was protecting children from alleged ex-predator teacher Edwin Marinez and now many others. And I was falsely arrested, falsely charged, went to county jail. That was no picnic, man. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. And so they're saying the food is horrendous, the conditions are not good, and that's what started this protest. And when someone started the hunger strike, I understand they were going to transfer the first person who started this hunger strike as others followed, and protesters created a human chain that prevented a transport vehicle from leaving the facility. So I don't know if he's still here, but the protest has been going on for, how long now?
A couple of weeks.
And what do you know about it, David? Can you tell us more?
Just exactly what you're saying. No, I mean, I have the same info you have. That's basically it. I think they're striking to protest the conditions inside, according to them. I don't know what that is, but if the smell outside here is any representation of what's going on inside, it could be bad. But I don't know. Allegedly, all these people are here as an act of solidarity for the hunger strikers.
Yes. And here, let's turn the camera around for a minute so you can see what's going on here. And so check this out. You go wide angle. And here's the police in a line. Now, New Jersey State Troopers were there exclusively a few minutes ago, and now it looks like it's exclusively Newark Police. Now, everyone's been peaceful so far, and again, as we always say, peaceful protest, that's the way. Peaceful protest. But everyone's been peaceful so far, and no one has attempted to violate our rights by any means. And there's...
Yet.
All right, so hopefully that stays the same. And also, there's two factions here. So we're going to interview people from both factions. We have the Abolish ICE people on this side, right directly in front of us, and we have the pro-ICE people on the other side. So we're going to go around the gate. There's gates here, and I've never seen so many police officers from, it looks like almost every municipality in Jersey. And they are expecting perhaps something worse to happen, though hopefully that will not happen. And the right to protest peacefully is a fundamental right, not a privilege. And no one needs to ask for permission of that. So here, Vinny, and what are your thoughts about things so far and what you've observed too?
Well, when I first came here, there was actually police officers in riot gear, and then they were here for about, I don't know, 45 minutes or so. They left as state police came in through here. Then state police have left, and now we have the Newark Police Department here and the Essex County Sheriff's Office here. So they just keep switching out people. We got members with motorcycles out here. They were circling around. I mean, I don't know. In my opinion, this is really just a waste of resources and money, our taxpayer dollars, going out to this protest. From what I've heard is that the protesters have, for the most part, been peaceful, and it's been the police that have been the one causing the aggression, right? Pepper spray, tear gas, you name it, they did it. So they arrested somebody yesterday, right in your presence for what? What was he doing?
Oh yeah, right. And I just happened to be, right place, right time, I guess, shall we say. And from what I understand, that this gentleman was simply asking why they blocked off the road at that particular place, and they didn't expect that Leroy Truth would happen to come up, and see this and start recording, and the man was arrested for nothing. Nothing, and he was walking away, and he was arrested for nothing.
Wow. If we do see him out here, we got to interview him.
And in fact, Arya, can you play that video now for everybody? And welcome everyone, I'm Leroy Truth live at Delaney Hall in Newark, New Jersey at the protests. Okay, at the protests here. And this is at an ICE immigration center. And because there's a hunger strike going on here inside because of the conditions are supposedly deplorable, the food is deplorable. And remember everyone, we are a content neutral channel. We are not Republican, we are not Democrat, we are not left, we are right. We are right versus wrong. So I welcome all perspectives to share peacefully their perspectives in the comments. And I can't see the comments, by the way, if anyone is doing comments. So anything especially notable, Arya, please let me know.
Sure, absolutely. Sean Paul Reyes stopped by earlier. He said the dream team, by the way.
Oh, excellent.
Yes. You want me to play the video now?
Yeah, before that, everyone please smash that like button. How many do we have in the live so far?
We got about 102 right now.
All right. And please keep smashing that like button, everybody, because this is an important American event. People protesting, that's fundamental to America. If people feel these detainees should not be here, I'm not saying anything, right or wrong. This is we're just reporting, but they have a right to protest that without being tear gassed, without being assaulted. And of course, the people who support this, they have a right to also protest without being tear gassed and assaulted. So yeah, if you can play the video. And this is a short video. I took this yesterday when I was at this event. I'm just walking down the street where a road was blocked, and suddenly I come upon this man who was not being violent, and I caught him walking away from the police because the police said, you need to go to a sidewalk, and he did. He asked one more time, like, what's the law that says you can't protest there? And he was literally walking away. His back was away from the police officers, and he then suddenly got grabbed. The New Jersey State Trooper suddenly, unlawfully for everything it looked like, grabbed his backpack, pulled him, and took custody of him, and threw his backpack on the ground. There could have been fragile camera equipment in there, and arrested him. You're going to see, and then I asked him, what did he get arrested for? So it's a short video, like 1 minute and 40 seconds. Please play it to Arya.
All right, here we go.
I'm the two on that team. Is there a law that you're enforcing? I'll turn around. Go. Go. Put your hands behind your back. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Put your hands behind your back.
What happened?
I was asking them to cite the law that they're doing, that they're allowed to be out here preventing people from protesting, and they won't cite me a law. So I'm just asking them. I'm saying, I'm wanting to follow the law, but you're not giving me a law to follow. You're reading off of a piece of paper that you're trying to protect people by blocking the road.
And what are they arresting you for?
I don't know. They said to go to the sidewalk, and I said, okay, I'm just asking you one more time. And then I was walking over to the sidewalk, and they arrested me.
Wow.
What's your name? My name's Ian Austin. The feds are already after me for protesting. I'm in one of the righteous 39. I'm probably going to be in county jail for a few years now until our trial ends. A fake trial, a political trial. And now these officers, so I'm going to be going to county jail in Minnesota, and all I did was stand out here and ask them to cite the law that they're enforcing. And all he did was take a piece of paper out of his pocket that he was told to read this morning. And it said, we're here to protect the protesters. Yeah.
All right, we'll get this story out. I'm Leroy. I'm Leroy Truth. Facebook. Leroy Truth. Facebook. Hold on.
Weapon of mass production.
Say that on camera in a minute. Okay. Just play the video. They're doing that on purpose.
I was literally walking away, sir.
All right, so we're back again, and one of my mic pieces fell off. But I just met this gentleman, or we met him. We've seen each other before at events. So here, what's your name, sir?
What's up? I'm Jake.
And where are you from, Jake?
I'm from Jersey. Represent.
All right, excellent. And what do you know about my work? You already seen some of the work I've been doing?
Yeah, I've seen some of your work. You and the Long Island guy.
Yeah, Long Island Audit. Yeah.
I don't really support his views entirely, but
You got
You know what?
to express your.
of course not. At least you try to make your case, but you come out to these things and you try to expose some stuff. Most of the stuff I support the police, obviously, as you know. I'm just saying hi to you.
Well, I'm glad you did, Jake.
And you're a nice guy. He's a gentleman.
Oh,
All right.
I appreciate it. You're a good man. Thank you.
All right.
Oh, look at the flag they got here. Hold on. You got to. This is supporting Holman. Here, I got to turn my camera. This is not a great interface they have on here. Turn the camera around. Here we go. The giant flag they're doing right in front of the abolish ICE protesters.
I'll do a little move.
Here, I gotta find my mic clip. Just fell off my microphone. My mic clip fell off my microphone. I gotta find it. But here, check this out. In the meantime, okay, I just found my mic. That is a big flag, and it's very windy, and it is blowing in the wind. And we got pro-Trump people, we have anti-Trump people, and we got the whole gamut. We got the whole gamut here. This is kind of like the Minneapolis before, not as big, but kind of like the Minneapolis, locally in New Jersey here.
I can see that, Leroy. I can see that.
Hey, good. We're live. You want to be interviewed about your perspective? Yeah. Hold on. We got someone here. They're going to interview.
Okay.
So here we go.
You're no longer on that group, that WhatsApp group, right? Neither am I.
Yeah. Here. So tell everyone here. Let me get this here. Right. Welcome, and tell everyone your name and what you represent and what your perspective is of today.
Hi there, I'm Rachel. I'm here in New Jersey at the Delaney Hall in Newark, strictly here to support ICE and law and order. Time and time again, we only see the results from the other side. A lot of people on our side are peaceful patriots, but we came out here today to show the side of law and order that we do support the cause, and I believe that they need support, and I think they're doing a good job. And if only people would let them do their job, there wouldn't be this chaos. And shame on you, Governor Mickey Sherrill, because you chose this for a political move on Memorial Day when we should have been serving our gratitude to the fallen veterans on Memorial Day. And I believe that this is strictly a political tactic. We are coming up to the primaries, and she knows what she's doing and likes to rile up the other side.
Thank you for your perspective. And also, before we go, what's your perspective on the political corruption that's going on in the state of New Jersey in general?
Well, in general, I feel that it's awful. I mean, I feel that not enough people from the party that I represent comes out and opens up those doors to show that there is corruption on both sides. I think that we need to have people that run for office that are more open into examining, true corruption in New Jersey. I know that there is corruption in New Jersey as well.
Right. And I know the Republican Party is basically non-existent in the state of New Jersey, and it's kind of basically a uniparty. But I know Rachel is one of the few Republicans that actually is a Republican from, what people have told me. So.
Yeah. Thanks again, Leroy, for the good job that you do. I know that he openly tries to expose corruption in New Jersey. We have to have more people standing up and examining what goes on in little cities that are corrupt here in, whether it's Bergen County or Hudson County.
Right. There's plenty of corruption to go around. Of course, the king of corruption is Union City Mayor and Senator Brian Stack of Union City. So, okay, Rachel, good to talk with you here. And,
Thanks a lot, Leroy.
Okay. All right, everybody. And again, we are a politically neutral channel. We will give the opportunity, First Amendment, for every side to share their perspectives. And we do not hate anyone. We will not hate on anyone with this. And so, hello, truth seekers. And I'm just looking at what you put there, Aria. So here, let's get some more perspectives here. And where did the exposure report go? In here, you know what? We're going to go to the other side now. And here, turn this around. Turn this around, put it on wide angle. All right, so here, let's check out the other side. And you're going to hang here, you're going to come. All right, so Garden State Accountability is going to come over as well. All right, so what did you find on the other side?
Well, it seems like this is the Republican ICE supporter side. That's the resist fascism side, quote unquote. The woke side. Yeah, they're chanting and singing, and they all have a lot of PPE, everybody over there.
They're assuming there's going to be tear gas at some
They're
point.
assuming that they have gas masks and helmets and all different kind of stuff to protect themselves in the event of some kind of police response.
Okay. All right, so right here, so are these the people who are the anti-ICE people here?
On this side right here?
Yeah.
No, this is, as you can see, MAGA forever,
Okay.
Trump. So this is the America Republicans support ICE side here. And then the other side is the abolish ICE side. So yeah.
Wait, so here, this is what confused me.
Yeah.
I thought that side of the barrier was the first part of the support ICE, but this is this little group here, this little tiny group.
These are the ICE supporters, and just
I
over the fence
see.
is
I thought this was just a staging area, basically, like right here.
no.
Okay.
So I mean, if you look at the numbers, a lot more protesters against ICE than supporters of ICE here at this event today.
Right. But I did hear this was a Republican event today, but we only have
I guess this is the Republican event.
right. They have
Yeah.
maybe 20 people out, and so here I want to talk to somebody else.
They do have the bigger flag.
Oh, that flag is as big as my press pass, almost as big as my press pass. So that's what it is. See, I thought that was the beginning of the area with the protests. So this is the Republican area here, or the pro-ICE, and that's the other. Let's take a walk. Let's interview some people. Okay, so we're gonna go to the other side here. And so far it's peaceful, that's key. That's important. You got to climb a little hill here. Okay. I want to thank Aria of AVDesigns. Please subscribe to AVDesigns NC for producing the show here.
Thank you, Leroy.
And all right, so
Shout out
hey
to
there.
everybody in here.
Leroy
Thank you
Truth.
guys. Smash that like
hey,
button.
we're live now, and good to meet you both. And before we talk about today's event, so you know about the work I've been doing in Bayonne, exposing the massive amount of alleged predator teachers that's been going on for decades. And what's your opinion on what's going on there?
I don't have a lot of knowledge on that personally, but obviously, predators in the schools is horrible, and we appreciate the work you're doing for that,
Wow.
because that's horrible. And as someone who grew up in the Bayonne public school system, that's absolutely horrible to think that those people are, supposed to be our role models and our teachers.
Wow, yes, because there's allegations of massive amount of predator teachers in Bayonne schools, and it's being covered up by the superintendent, allegedly, principals, the elected officials. And what about you? Before we talk about today's event, what's your perspective on what's been going on in Bayonne and the exposure you've been seeing me do on Facebook?
It looks like Bayonne has a lot of skeletons in its closet, a lot of people operating in secrecy and backroom deals. I don't see much transparency. I don't see community forward. I don't see community first. I see decisions being made to protect those who are all kind of in the same circles. So it's all in the same line of everything that's been going on in our country, our state, and now down at the city level.
Okay, thank you for sharing. And tell me about this event. Like, what brings you here? And as I said to everyone, we're a politically neutral channel. We're just reporting all sides of the debate. So why are you here, and what's the story? Like, why are people here protesting?
I don't know why other people are here. I know why I'm here. I find it absolutely disgusting that we are holding people in what are pretty much...
Oh, pause 1 minute. Hey, Vinny, can you check our framing here as we're doing this? Okay. You too. Okay. All right, and go on, sir.
We're holding people in what are pretty much concentration camps. It's not the first time our government has done something like this. I'm also here because apparently we now have to protest for our First Amendment, with the governor putting up First Amendment zones and using state troopers to attack protesters, when she specifically campaigned against doing something like that, not working with ICE. We now have local law enforcement out here working with ICE. So the governor's gone back on everything she said. State troopers are attacking protesters. Meanwhile, we have a concentration camp in Hudson County.
What are the conditions, as far as you've been told, about what's going on inside Delaney Hall, which is, in fact, here. The Delaney Hall is here, and you see the razor wire, and that's the immigration detention center here. And so, what do you know about the conditions? And can you check the framing, David?
I've heard there are maggots in the food. I heard that they're being denied access to lawyers and doctors. I heard that the guards and ICE agents are beating them, gassing them in their cells. They're withholding just basic human amenities and violating their human rights.
And being forced to work for, pennies on the dollar, that's going to fuel our economy while they're, not being able to benefit.
All right, and I also was told that there was one detainee inside who started the hunger strike, then others followed, and I was told that they were attempting to transport him out of to a different place to ideally break the hunger strike here. Do you know anything about that?
I don't know a whole lot, but from what I've heard from, firsthand sources was that, they were trying to get him out to, break the morale. And from what I've seen online, the people inside are very happy, to see that we're standing with them and, we're standing together and protesting what's going on. And they encourage that we keep, staying strong no matter what, First Amendment zones are nonsense, tear gas and, flashbangs are being thrown just to keep, going because they see us and they appreciate, the protesting that's going on.
It's very on par for when the oppressor is trying to break the oppressed. It happened in Ireland. The English would take out the leaders of the protest and they would try to break morale. So we're doing the exact thing that we all have. We're a country of immigrants. Our families have all come from somewhere else. At least my ancestors are Irish. They were a part of those, they were living under those conditions. The British did those things to my family. And for as much as I have a problem with what the British did to my ancestors, I'm not going to stand by and let my government do the same thing to the next group of people. I think that's...
Well, should I show this to everybody? Now, one of the keys, no matter which side you're on, there's really one side, which is the Constitution. And that's what any government official, whether it is a president, whether it is a senator, whether it is a governor, this is the ultimate law of the land right here. So again, regardless what side anyone is on anything, you refer to this. And this is the foundation which we have springboard from, where every right comes from. And if there's any law that supersedes this, as it has been said, it's null and void. If it is in conflict with the Constitution, the law is null and void. So just keep this in mind for anyone, no matter what side you're on this. I'm so glad you're bringing this out, with you.
It was nice talking to you again.
Yeah, nice to talk with you.
Thank you for coming to Bayonne.
You're welcome. Hey, hello there. Oh, I met you yesterday. Yeah.
No, I just liked your press credentials.
Oh yeah. And you can see this from the space shuttle. It's so big, of course.
Oh,
that's what I mean. And by the way, if we have a chance to talk, I'm as a fellow journalist, I've been exposing Mayor and Senator Brian Stack of Union City, and he extremely corrupt. Yeah, in New Jersey, and he has had me criminally charged over 31 times to try to stop me. 28 have been dismissed so far.
Let me have your card. I'm actually live right now.
All right. All right. And definitely contact me. And I'm facing a felony. I was indicted 3 weeks ago on a false felony assaulting a police officer, which didn't happen. I was live on video. I was exposing the biggest sexual predator public school teacher ring in the history of New Jersey. He had me set up. I'm looking at 5 years in prison. And I'm completely innocent. So, thank you. All right, so that was a gentleman from the AP, Associated Press, who I met briefly yesterday, and he was taking special note of my press pass and taking pictures of it. So, and as I said, you could see this from the space shuttle, meaning, you know, giant things you can see from the space shuttle. So here, I'm going to turn this around, and Aria, can you give me an update on any comments? And
yeah.
Thank you for joining us, everybody.
Yeah, thank you for joining everybody in here. Yeah, we got about 175 looking. Everyone's been participating and commenting in the chat. So thank you guys for keeping going, the conversations. You look great. Everything sounds great, Leroy. Can you hear me okay?
I can. What I'm going to do, Aria,
sure.
if you
and I'm also been showing the exposure reports live feed as well.
All right, if you can go to his for a few minutes right now. And I want to post my link of my YouTube live on Facebook. So yeah, go to his live for a few minutes.
Okay, I'll go ahead and put his live in with his audio.
Yep.
Okay, thanks, Leroy. I'll do it.
All right, thanks for joining us, everybody.
Yeah.
So, yep, this is the Delaney Hall. Sorry about that. It's really windy. No, the microphone must be picking all that up. Someone is taking it. They've had a long day. This is a very industrial part of Newark, mostly factories and buildings. They do have a private property sign there, actually all along the fence. Private property, no trespassing. They have put these gates out here to keep a perimeter around the building. They have their little tank thing there. I don't know what that is, truck. If anybody knows what you call that. Utility vehicle. We have a bunch of sheriffs and Newark police motorcycles. We have the usual pink and blue hair people. I always find that funny.
How many of y'all here are scared of how you're going to pay your bills for health care? The health situation you got going on. It's two sides of the same coin.
Let me see if I can find Leroy Truth and Garden State Accountability.
To fight for their demands, we're fighting for ourselves.
But it looks like the Constitution is alive and well here at Delaney Hall from what I'm seeing right now, at least at this moment. People, all kind of different viewpoints, exercising their constitutional rights. It's very calm. It's very peaceful. And I don't see any of what I've been seeing on social media at this point. but it is early, and it does seem to be the case that it picks up later at night when the violence happens. This is GSA. Are you live? Aria got us all up there.
We don't need workers to
Shout out to Aria from AVDesigns for producing the show on Leroy Truth's channel.
Hey, who do we have here?
I am.
I'm live on my live stream.
I was live on your live stream too for a little while.
Oh, you still are?
Oh,
This is yours.
oh shit.
This is yours now.
That's funny. Yeah. Well, it's me. It is I, David Snow.
Tell me your thoughts about what you've experienced so far and anyone you've spoken with.
Relatively uneventful. The First Amendment seems alive and well here. Everybody exercising their constitutional rights. Every different viewpoint being represented. No violence whatsoever.
Like I've been seeing in social media recently.
Yeah. All right. So we're back on my live stream, and please subscribe to the Exposure Report on YouTube, and also to Garden State Accountability on YouTube as well. And so let's go. I want to go through the thick of things there now, and just introduce.
This seems to be the main tick.
All right.
Leroy, adjust your framing a little bit. Adjust your framing a little bit.
Let's say that again. It's hard to hear you, Aria.
Yeah. Adjust your framing a little bit.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
I got you.
All right. So really, I was making a lot of assumptions. I thought there were like hundreds of people there, and they're not.
No, once you get past this, it's kind of like
Yeah.
it's not that.
I'm gonna go on the other side.
All right. Yeah. So here I'm going to turn the camera. I'm going to turn the camera around. And okay, here we go. Turn the camera around here. Let's see. Let's see who else. Who else is around?
Antes que nada, les quiero dar las gracias a todas las personas que han venido este día a protestar. Desde que empezó, este es el 9º día. Si me pueden corregir, por favor. Desde que empezó esta huelga de hambre, tengo un familiar que está adentro y también apoyo a Cosecha, porque lo que está pasando en este centro es injusto. Somos seres humanos y se nos debe de tratar con dignidad. Lo que ellos están buscando es dignidad.
We're live. Would you like to say? Would you like to say anything about the newspaper here?
Thank everybody for coming here.
No.
She has a family.
It says "Long live communism." It says there, right?
And she likes to organize.
Would you like to say anything about "Long live communism"? You can read. That was kind of rude. I'm looking to just get your perspective. All right. So she was like, "You can read." If you're at a protest, you would think you would want to elaborate a little bit. And of course, I condemn communism 100%. Just share that with you. You're showing your. It says healthcare workers against deportations, labor defend with the immigrants. Would you like to share more about that, ma'am? I feel like I'm at a Brian Stack rally right now, Mayor Stack rally.
Everything is cool. We're trying to get everybody's perspective and see if they want to elaborate on their signs. It doesn't seem like they want to speak about it.
No.
Which, if it was me, I'd probably say this is my message and this is why.
Right. Right. You get an opportunity to share your perspective in First Amendment. And I may completely disagree with that, which I do, but they have a right to say it. That's the First Amendment if they wanted to share.
I thought that was an interesting. I focused in on that when you did too. That was the perfect opportunity for them to elaborate on what the message is. Not sure why it was met with resistance. You would think the complete opposite. That was a weird turn right there.
That's very strange.
Then they started beating up everybody inside, including her nephew.
Él no puede mirar de un ojo. Cuando fue a... Él habló. Las personas estaban llorando. Se escuchaba cómo estaban gritando las personas. Y no nada más
I would think
so bad
if
that
you
one of
just
his
paid
eyes
to hold
popped
up a
out.
sign or a
And
piece
the
of paper and
screaming
don't know
from the
why,
meeting was
you
so
wouldn't
bad
want to talk
that
about
people
it
can
and
hear
would
it, that she
probably
could hear it,
meet
that
with
other
some
people can
resistance.
hear
Yeah.
it.
All right, so what do you think about that? You think some people are paid? I know we were talking about that earlier.
Absolutely, 100%. That's my opinion. Yeah.
We as immigrants, we feel impotent because we feel like we can't do anything. Like we can't do anything against this administration who's doing this.
Mi hermana le dijo a mi sobrino que se agachara, que se encogiera y que no pusiera resistencia porque lo que están haciendo es ponerte cargos.
Her sister told her nephew that all he could do was to just curl up and to not resist, to not fight back out of the fear of being put on charges.
¿Cómo le van a pegar a una persona que no está haciendo nada? Los tienen ahí ya encerrados, los tienen ahí. Hay gente que no ha cometido ningún crimen. El único error que tal vez venimos fue luchar por el sueño americano, por un futuro mejor. Pero pagamos taxes y tal vez tenemos trabajos, compañías, casas. Nosotros ayudamos a la sociedad. Nosotros también queremos.
How are they gonna beat up people who are already locked inside, who can't do anything? How are they doing this to us when all we are guilty of is trying to seek a better life, when we have homes, when we try to contribute, when we're not doing anything but trying to work and make a living for our families?
Y esto no está pasando ahora, eso viene pasando desde que empezó esta administración. Lo que está pasando ahí en este centro de detención están violando los derechos como seres humanos. La comida que les dan está podrida. También a la comisaría se le tiene que poner dinero. Ellos están haciendo dinero por todos lados. Hay que mandarle a los familiares por la comida, por las llamadas y también por el aseo personal. La gente de allá dice que queremos un hotel 5 estrellas. No es verdad. Queremos dignidad. Somos seres humanos y a los animales se les trata así.
They are violating human rights in there. There's maggots in the food. They are making money in every which way possible. They're charging for the calls. They're charging for the food. They're charging for hygienic products. We're not. The racists are trying to convince the working class that we're asking for a 5-star hotel. No, we are demanding dignity. We are fighting for our human rights.
A los jueces se le dan 70 casos por día. No te dan tiempo ni siquiera a los abogados de defender al cliente. 70 casos por día cada juez.
Every day they give 70 cases a day to the judges. That doesn't even give the judges time to really go through the cases that are coming to them. So it's easier for them to put workers on the road to deportation and to indefinite detention.
Y aún así hay personas que ya firmaron para salir y los tienen aquí. ¿Saben por qué? Porque no quieren perder el dinero que están haciendo.
On top of that, there are people who already signed paperwork to be processed to leave these detention centers. And even with that, they're not letting them leave because they get to make more money every day that they are kept in those concentration camps.
Yo le pido a las personas que nos apoyen a que se cierre este centro y todos los centros de detención, que los casos sean escuchados de cada persona. La gente que está aquí no es criminal. Dijo Donald Trump que este centro de detención es donde tiene a las personas, a los asesinos. Es mentira, que se quede cada caso, que se quede cada caso. Aquí no hay de esas personas, porque esas personas están en la cárcel pagando lo que hicieron.
In response to the strike, Trump made a statement in one of these last few days that the immigrants who are in there are there because they are murderers. And we're saying that is a lie.
Trump is a murderer.
He is a murderer, and the Democrats too.
Solamente el pueblo salva al pueblo y aquí voy a estar luchando por todas las familias que están aquí. Gracias.
And only the community saves the community. So that's why we're here to fight back. Woo. Fight back!
So, ladies and gentlemen, so
The cop, the Ku Klux Klan, all are part of the boss's plan. Hey, the cop, the Ku Klux Klan, all are a part of the boss's plan. Hey, the cop, the Ku Klux Klan, all are a part of the boss's plan. Hey, the cop, the Ku Klux Klan, all are a part of the boss's plan.
all right, so ladies and gentlemen, we are here live, if you just joined us, at Delaney Hall in Newark, New Jersey. And it's really peaceful now. And I think things actually get crazy at night.
Let's close the landing hall and all the essential centers.
So I hear some sirens coming through here now. So we're going to go back to the other side in a minute, but I actually want to talk to a few more people here.
I say the messages from the families that reach us through Facebook desperately, right? And the pattern is similar. I pick someone on the street just because how they look, right? No warrant, no proof, so they jail people and they ask questions later.
Like stop and frisk.
And that's totally illegal.
It's illegal.
Illegal. Can you imagine your size coming and get you, putting you in a van, detain you, and then asking find your papers?
That's terror.
So
That's terror.
it is terror. And in all the situations here, the people that have inflicted violence to the people here and to the people inside is ICE. The detainees decide to organize themselves and call a hunger strike and call a labor strike, call la huelga from inside, not only for the conditions, but to reclaim their freedom, because they don't deserve to be here. So I ask you all, to consider continue supporting and think about the strike, think about la huelga. La huelga, so this system of discrimination stops, and also la huelga, the strike for the system to understand the power of the working class and the working
Yeah, that's the protesters.
We all can do it.
Let's check it out.
Of how we do it, independently of our ideology,
Right.
but we all can.
We're going to go to the other side. There's a lot of loud sounds coming from there. Probably the protesters. And we're going to interview political candidate Marcus Navarro of Bergen County, who I understand is considering to run for some additional political offices.
Hey, Leroy, can you hear me?
Let's see what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen.
Can you hear me, Leroy?
Oh, say that again.
Is there any way you can try to make your picture clearer? Maybe go out and back in because you're a little blurry.
Oh, let's see. Okay, hold on.
If you can try.
Yep, thank you. Let me know. Let's see.
No problem.
All right, if you go to someone else's, well, actually, no, keep it on here.
I have been going back and forth to other people's feeds.
Yeah,
so.
all right. I got to clear my wire was in the way. Thank you, Scalzo Photo. Please subscribe to Scalzo Photo. You let me know the wire was in the way. See if this is better. Any better?
Yep. Yeah, you look better.
Say that again.
Yes, you're good.
All right, good. That's why it helps to have a producer, big time.
I got you, buddy.
This is a place for earplugs here. This is super loud. Let's see what we got going on here.
You're breaking the rules of your cult. You're breaking the rules of your cult. Relax. Relax. Nobody's having a conversation with you. Nobody's here to talk. Stand up when you talk to me, guys. Stand up when you talk to me. Stand up when you talk to me. Stand up. Stand up when you talk to me. Yeah. Yeah, I can diet. You can't do nothing about that face. I can diet. You can't do shit about your face. Shut the fucking, stop trying to talk to me. I'm not having a, this dum-dum has 2 hands on. It's just stupid to break the bottom when you're oh my God, and it's even more. You're a veteran. That's embarrassing.
Everybody real happy when we get to the
What'd you say? I can't hear you. Can you stand up and stand so I can hear you? Will you stand up so I can hear you? Stand up so I can hear you. Come on. I can't hear you. Don't scream that. Never mind. You're yelling with no years ago what you did. Never mind. Everybody wants to hear shit. Fucking.
I hope your grandkids don't fight the war like my husband did.
America First Republicans support ICE. America First Republicans. What does that even mean? Anybody know what that means? Hey, can you tell me what that means, Persian for Trump? Can you tell me what it means, Persian for Trump? You understand what I'm saying? Please speak slower or something. Can you hear me? Oh wow, fucking, this guy might have hearing. That's fucking weird. I didn't see that coming. You called me off guard. I'm shocked. That really fucking caught me off guard. Were you talking? I'm sorry. My bad. You were too irrelevant. I couldn't hear you. My bad. My bad. What'd you say? Can you say it again? I can't hear you. What was that? Speak up. I didn't hear you. Repeat that. What was that? I'm sorry. Let me stop talking so I can hear you. Say it again. What was it? I'm sorry.
Let's go. Let's go right here. Go back to Minnesota.
I get paid by you guys. You go to my Facebook post. I get paid.
We got. They have an adult item there they're showing. I'm gonna move the camera from that adult item. It's like this is a family show. Hey Vinny, that's a first. We have not seen that adult. We have not seen an adult item like that.
I've not seen a dildo like that.
Oh my God. All right, so we're on one side here. We're on the pro-ICE. Let's go on the other side so you get a perspective from the other side. And so that's what it was from the pro-ICE side. So let's go to the other side here and get a perspective for the other side of it, the anti-ICE side here. Now the disparity in numbers is huge. There's only a few of the pro-ICE people here compared to probably, I'd say 200, 300 anti-ICE people here. All right, so like magic, now we're on the other side. Hey, Jimmy. Okay, so welcome to the other side. You were live.
Yeah. Oh, cool. It makes no sense that they want to come here and fat shame people. If you have a position, mention your position. But when you resort to name calling and fat shaming from the MAGA side, that show you the immaturity of that side.
And what do you think they could say that would be like make more sense to make this a more effective dialogue instead of perhaps a shouting match?
Well, if they say, look, we all need to just sit down and try to figure this thing out, close this facility down, but let's find another way to try to, because we all, look, none of us out here are against the process of making sure that you do things correctly, right? But what's going on in here is beyond that. It's inhumane. People are being mistreated. They're not being given enough toiletries. The food has maggots in it. They're being assaulted by officers. This is not the same thing as immigration enforcement. This is something else going on in there. And that's why we're out here fighting.
Oh, thank you for sharing.
Yep.
And what's your name?
My name is Corey Teague. I'm vegan going on Instagram. You can go to my name's Corey Teague though.
All right, Corey T. And where are you based out of?
Patterson, New Jersey. I'm a Board of Education member in Patterson.
All right, we got to talk because I've uncovered the biggest sexual assault teacher predator ring in Mayor Brian Sexton Unit City Schools. 50 plus teachers accused, and the mayor will not stop him.
No, we're gonna get into
Here,
that.
let me give you my card.
Okay, cool. Yeah. We're gonna get into that.
Because I need someone from Board of Education to help me because these teachers have allegedly sexually assaulted hundreds and hundreds of children, and they're still teaching. They haven't been suspended.
And using their position, you know what I'm saying, their authority as a teacher.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And my name is Leroy Truth on Facebook and YouTube. Okay, thank you for sharing. All right, so here's more of the other side here, and here now we're literally in the front line. So you get perspectives on both sides here.
People look down on you pathetic ass people. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. Absolute fucking simpleton cultists.
Where are you from?
Don't fucking worry about it.
I don't worry about it.
Good, then don't ask me, bitch.
All right, so overall peaceful event. Emily.
We met at the Long Island. Yeah, remember we were going to work together, do videos with Mary.
Yep, I was just talking to Mary the other day.
Yeah.
She reached out to me.
You're out here. I
Right.
should have known.
I'm live right now, by the way.
I'm sorry, I was mad. What up?
Here, what do you want to say to the people that are here?
Free them all. What happened last night? First of all, Mikey Sherrill, where are you? Again, I'm not about Republican, Democrat here. This is about.
Well, I'm not either. We're politically neutral. We're about right and wrong, right versus wrong, not right versus left.
Yep. I mean, she talks a big game about, this ICE detention center and not being about it, yet, sends 250 New Jersey state troopers with horses. It was like a real war here last night, an actual war on the ground against protesters that are standing up for human rights. People have been starving themselves out of desperation because of inhumane conditions. There are children in there that are getting hit, harmed. People are passing out. They're not receiving medical care. 911 is not allowed on the premises. I mean, this is a humanitarian issue at the end of the day. And every single person in the area should be here. I mean, this should be on national news, and it's not. It's not being covered. We also see who they're protecting, right? I mean, so yeah, we have a real problem here. Scary.
Yeah, it should be national news, regardless of what side people are on. This is an important dialogue, and to get to the bottom, because again, it's about right versus wrong, not right versus left.
Right, absolutely. This is about community. This is a humanitarian issue. And we need to be fighting back and standing up because the politicians are not on our side. There are a lot of words, a lot of talk, right? No action. At this point, this is about taking action. Get Mikey Sherrill, front line. Come out on the front lines. You've been in the military, Oh,
by the way, talk to her because she's going to watch this live stream. Her and her team are going to watch the live stream. So what would you like to say to her directly?
You're from Montclair, New Jersey, right? Montclair, New Jersey. You're living the life over there in one of the most beautiful suburbs in Essex County. You claim that you were in the military, you have all this training. So come out here, white woman to white woman, come on the front lines with us, stand up to ICE because you say you're not about it. So again, action, not words, because the words aren't adding up. The dots aren't connecting. And at the end of the day, how much APAC money are you taking for your campaign? I just don't understand any of it. So again, put your money where your mouth is. That's how I feel.
How can people find you? Is there a social media channel you have you want to share?
I mean, I'm all over the place. I don't know. Right now, I won't. But for now, at least I'm outside. More support, the better. Please look up different organizations. If you can't come out here on the ground, there are donations that you can organize for food, send goods, because at night, when the press is leaving, after 11 o'clock is when things really get crazy around here, when all the press leaves. And ICE is coming out here. These are really 18-year-olds that have minimal life experience in the world. I was talking to them. These ICE agents are very different from cops. They actually want to have a dialogue, which I'm all about. I like to really understand people. Where do you come from? Like, how did you get here? Why are you doing this? You know? And they have dialogue, whereas cops usually shut me down. They don't want to talk.
By the way, quick question. Are you able to take the mask off because it's so muffled?
I can't for right now. I'll tell you why after this.
Yeah, all right.
So I'm sorry about that. But, you know, again, I would also love to debunk really quickly, I digress since we're on this topic, why people wear masks. And that includes being outside for Palestine protests as well. People wear masks because their identities are being doxxed on websites that are run by Zionists, and people's livelihoods are ruined. They lose their jobs. They have CPS called on them. I mean, these are really horrible things that are happening. So this idea that people don't want to show their faces, it's not that. It's about people doing wrongdoing to other people. I just want to clear that up. Anyway, what was I talking about before I sidetracked?
You're talking about masks, and you're talking about Mikey Sherrill. You're talking about Mikey Sherrill.
Yeah. No, and I don't know.
And by the way, that's the New Jersey governor, Mikey Sherrill, just got elected, courtesy of the most corrupt politician in the country, corrupt mayor and senator of Union City, Brian Stack.
She is corrupt, Mikey Sherrill. You know, what she did last night was awful. You know, she told 200 to 350 of these police to come here and brutalize protesters for hours. I mean, it literally, look at the news. It looked like a war.
Well, didn't she run again?
Things being shot in the air. Press have bullet, blisters all over their hands. I mean, this is insane.
Well, didn't she run against that? Didn't she run against what she's doing right now with the police, massive police presence we have here today?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, she says one thing and does another. And then setting up a First Amendment zone, that makes absolutely no sense. Who's heard of that? What is that? Does that stand for? And peaceful, here's the thing, you have to give respect to get it, right? So we're just supposed to sit here and have ICE agents pepper spray us for no reason and not resist? I don't understand that at all. We're just, no.
Right, and we're a politically neutral channel. However, I have a major problem with press pens. And there is no free press zone, and that's something that should not even be in play, and I know that's something that people have been sharing. Mikey Sherrill, governor of New Jersey, who just got in office in January, ran against, from what some people have shared. Not press zones, like these are the safe places to express the First Amendment. It's the First Amendment. There isn't a box around the First Amendment. No one should be assaulted or pepper sprayed on either side for expressing their First Amendment rights, and they shouldn't be herded like sheep into an area that is considered acceptable by the government. The First Amendment protects us from the government to assure and guarantee the government does not violate our individual and collective rights. So I have a major problem with the whole press pen kind of thing.
Yeah, and another big narrative, until you've actually been here on the ground to see what's happening, you know, don't believe everything that you see in the news, because the narrative continues to be that protesters are violent. Again, no one here is doing anything besides resisting. We come out here, we stand here as we can, right? We use our voice, our First Amendment right. It's a First Amendment right to protest whoever you want until it's not, right? And then you get retaliation from them. So yes, there's resistance. This is what people have been doing since the beginning of time in communities. You have to resist. We would rather have some dialogue and have a solution, right, at the end of the day. That's what we want. But unfortunately, you can ask peacefully over and over and over again. And I think at that point, that's when the revolution begins. You have to stand up as people and fight for your people, because nobody else is. Please find me another solution. I mean, that's what I want, ultimately, at the end of the day. And nobody deserves any kind of violence or suffering. I'll never understand that either, just as a person. We all bleed the same, regardless, wherever we come from, right? We all bleed the same. Nobody's better than anyone else. That's my belief. Not so much others, though. I mean, there's children in here. A 5-year-old was hit over the head.
So children are in there as well?
Yes, children are inside. Yep.
And you said, it's hard to hear.
Come out,
you said 5 years old, as young as 5?
5-year-old was hit yesterday. They pepper sprayed many hallways. People were passing out because they're on a hunger strike. They're finding maggots in their food. I mean, there's just horrible conditions. These privately owned institutions run by billionaires, I mean, it breaks my heart. I mean, this is really an institution, right?
Thank you.
Bless you, is right. So, you know, this one in particular. I mean, look where this is located too. I mean, we're in the middle of like this industrial street in the middle of nowhere with a correctional facility down. I mean, it's horrible. So, you know.
All right, well, thank you for sharing with us.
No, thank you. You're great. And listen, power to the people. You know, it's I don't believe in this division. I believe at the end of the day, we all come into this world, you know, innocent, and no worries. And you know, it's we get conditioned into thinking certain things, and I just hope that we can begin discernment, critical thinking. Don't believe everything you read in the media. Pull up to things and experience it for yourself, because you get a real glimpse of things from a different perspective. So you can't really judge until you've actually been and had the experience. That's just it's not what you read, you know?
Right, yeah.
Just like you. So
Oh.
anyway, power to the people.
Power to the people, and always question everything you see in the media, whether it's left media or right media. They're two sides of the same coin. Look at independent media and still
Support independent media,
Right.
please.
and still be critical of it, meaning always use your own mind. We are here to show you all sides. That's what we're doing today. We have no agenda except showing all sides. Then you make your decision. What do you think is right? What do you think is wrong? We need the full picture instead of a media outlet that says, okay, we only show the right, or a media outlet that says we only show the left. You're intelligent enough, you can discern what is right and wrong, and then contact your local, your state, and your national politicians. Don't just watch and observe. Do something about it. If you can go to protests like this, is great. Oh, something's happening
There's so
here.
many ways to protest.
Yep.
Protesting isn't just on the ground, right?
Yep. All right, so something's going on over here. Let's see.
Come on. Oh, here you come. Virgin for Trump. Don't you play.
Let's see what's going on here. And there's so much. Okay, see a little bit. Just. So something's going on here. Apparently, people are running.
That would make my year.
Now they're coming over here. Who is it? Is it a parade?
Everybody right now. Everybody lifts their fucking hands up, especially next to the child. There will be a day of fucking reckoning. Find out. Right? Fucking it. You fucking hear it? Guys, we're gonna find out, right? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Fuck you. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, motherfucker? You better run. You better fucking run. What's up? What's up?
MAGA Trump. Destroying our country. Destroying our country. Keep saying that. You are destroying our country. It's disgusting. What you are doing to this country is disgusting.
Get him on the other side. Get him on the other side.
Yeah, everyone's surrounding him now.
What you are doing to this country is what are you gonna do?
You have something you'd like to say to everyone? We're live right now.
You know what I'm gonna say?
Yeah.
God bless America.
All right, he just said, God bless America.
People should wear masks. Why the fuck are you masks? I thought people should wear masks. Why the fuck are y'all masks?
We're getting this. Aria, you got this? Aria.
Yeah, you're good, Leroy. I got you. You're good, buddy.
You see how one person coming through, yelling, got every mainstream media news around them. And just to note, he didn't really say anything. He just said, "God bless America." That's good for everyone, no matter right or left. But God bless the whole world. God bless every one of us. Here are you? You're on my feed here?
Yep.
Where are you?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, they're saying we're the violent ones. I just got hit with a rock about as big as a grapefruit. It grazed me in the side of the head. Fortunately, I'm wearing 2 hats.
Someone threw a rock at you?
Yes. As I was coming around the end there, they threw a rock at me. Yes. It was about this big. It was like a piece of cement, piece of concrete with like gravel in it.
See that? You know what that means?
About as big as a softball.
You know what that means?
Are you okay?
Yeah, well, it grazed me on the side of the head. I think because I'm wearing 2 hats.
Right.
And they got because I was gifted this.
All right.
I'm not a Marine. I'm not a veteran. My grandfather was a Marine, and they gave me this, as an honor of my grandfather. But I got whacked in the head with threw it at my head.
Did you see who did it?
No, it came from behind.
Yeah.
And when I turned around, I don't want to. I'm quoting. When I turned around, it must have been the guy who threw it. He was like, "Fuck you and die. You'll be in hell with your mother." That's what he said.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry to use the F-bomb.
It's all right. I'm sorry it happened to you. No matter what side you're on, there shouldn't be any violence.
And I got to say also, I've been here since 10 this morning. When they were speaking to the press, nobody on our side has got bullhorns or sirens or drums. When they're speaking to the press, we let them speak. When they come to talk to us, they start banging drums, screaming, making noise, throwing rocks. All the violence comes to the left. The Democrats will wipe their butts with the Constitution. They'll hide behind it when necessary, and in the end, they'll stomp all over it. We're not allowed free speech. We're not allowed free speech.
No.
And what are they fighting for? That's a detention center. There's murderers in there, rapists, child molesters, dope dealers, thieves, burglars. That's what they want released on the street. The Democrat Party, I think it's been possessed by Satan. In 1861, the Democrats tore this country apart and started the Civil War, and now they're doing it again. They're doing it again. This is Civil War. They threw a rock at my head. Blood has been shed all over this country, and all of it, virtually all of it, has been by the left. Yeah, ICE shot Pretty and Good when they were attacked. But we're in a civil war, and these are the new Nazis over there.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Sorry I dropped the F-bomb, but I was quoting the guys.
All right, it's all good. All right. You have anything you want to share? We're live now.
Got hit in the head by a piece of concrete walking up there. These friendly protesters aren't too friendly.
Wow. All right. I'm gonna go check on why that's happening.
Yeah.
Peaceful. I don't care what side you're on. It's got to be peaceful.
Well, that's peaceful. Throwing concrete at people. Not too peaceful.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. And here, let's go over the other side here. Hey.
Good to see you.
Hey, you too.
The American First Warehouse and Sean Paul Reyes. You guys.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
All right, we're live now. What do you like to say?
Awesome. What's up, guys? This is an absolute shit show right here, all right? You have people that can't stand law enforcement, want to keep illegals in our country, and are rising up against the one barrier we have to get these people out of here. It's absolutely ridiculous. I blame the mainstream media and their Operation Mockingbird. with just putting all this nonsense out there, and has these low IQ individuals believing it. And now we're out here, and we'll see what's gonna happen.
All right. Well, as I said, everyone stay safe.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's check the other side. And definitely the violence again. No matter which side it comes on, that's wrong. And Arya, how's the sound and picture now? Is it good?
Yeah, your sound has always been good. Picture's been good, a little blurry, but that's okay. So is everyone else.
Okay.
But you're good overall.
All right. How many do we have in the room now?
275.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you for joining us, everyone. God bless you all. And we're a politically neutral channel. We just want to hear from all sides. And then you have the intelligence to discern what's right, what's wrong. You form your own opinion. And my philosophy on my channel is getting back to how news supposedly was. I'm not sure if it was ever neutral, but report on the news and let the people decide what's right, what's wrong, who's telling the truth, who's lying. Hey, can I ask you a question? It's about violence, and I'm a politically neutral channel, so I'm not supporting any side. But there's violence that's been happening. All right, well, I wish you the best. She got very hostile, and they're here for a message. And again, they got a right not to share, but wouldn't you want to share your message with the people? And I want to get to the bottom of why is there violence coming from here? Why are people getting rocks and so forth thrown at them? And regardless of which side they're on, that's just absolutely wrong. We got to do this peacefully. Hey, excuse me. We're live now. You want to share your message? What are you here to share? And also, by the way, I have a number of reports that people on this side have been throwing rocks and concrete pieces at some of the people on the other side.
I've seen none of that.
Yeah.
I've seen nothing get thrown by anybody.
And personally, would you condemn that from whichever side?
Yeah, I don't condone violence.
Yeah, all right, good. All right, what's your message here today? Like, why are you here, and what do you want people to know about the situation as has been described to a number of people in Delaney Hall here?
Well, Delaney Hall is a concentration camp in America. I can't understand why any American wouldn't want that to end. We are a country.
Turn this way. I want to get that in the backdrop there. Okay, go ahead.
We're a country that is built on immigration. And yes, there are people who come into our country against the law. But in the past, what we did about that was we found ways to work with them because people were here to find a better life. I'm not saying nobody believes in, criminals coming into the country, of course, but most people come to this country to live a better life. And what we're doing in places like Delaney Hall, it's not capturing criminals. I work in ICE rapid response. We have seen not one judicial warrant coming for anybody. What we see are armies of guys in vests and masks carrying assault weapons to come in and racially profile our neighbors and kidnap them. And they're breaking up families, and they're putting people in prison in concentration camps, families, kids, women, children. It makes absolutely no sense. It is truly fascist, and this is not the country I grew up in. I want to leave my kids the country I grew up in.
And how do you think, last question for now, how do you think this could be changed? There's a protest. People are seeing this, they're hearing messages from some people, but how is this going to actually change for the better for America, generally?
Well, we need to make our voices heard. That Americans, true Americans, patriots who believe in the Constitution are not okay with this happening in our country. The people have the power, and we need to stop what's happening in our country.
All right, thank you for sharing. And is there a website or anything or social media people can find you at if they want to?
That's right.
Okay. All right, yeah, we want all sides here. Here, let's check this out here. And they're outnumbered like 300 to 10 or something. I think that's Proud Boys. A number of Proud Boys group are here. Excuse me. Excuse me. Go back to the other side. Okay. Hey, good. How are you? All right. So we got a lot more people now. I guess the Proud Boys group has come here. Hey, so we got exposure report here.
Yeah.
And what's your perspective on what's going on today?
I see a potential for tensions to begin rising. The energy did definitely shift a little bit when the Proud Boys arrived. It did take a lot of the attention away from the
Yeah, here comes, so you can see on camera.
the other group over there.
Yeah. Yeah. So now that was obviously, and because I do want to analyze as well, that was obviously meant to agitate when the Proud Boys came here.
It was meant to be an entrance. It was meant to, I mean, I guess agitate. See, they were coming from all the way down the block, and the group of anti-ICE protesters ran to them in anticipation of it. So I think it was a mutual kind of looking for some kind of confrontation and make a statement. But everybody kept their hands to themselves, which is the most important part of it, right?
All right, good.
Say what you want to say, shout what you want to shout. Just don't touch each other, and we can continue. The other group was objecting to the Proud Boys bringing a child here. There's a young man, a little boy, looks to be about 8-ish,
right?
With his parents here. They were saying you shouldn't bring him here. I tend to agree to that only because there's potential for danger. But I don't think the protesters are a danger to the kid. I think potentially if there's any danger to them, it's probably law enforcement if they start shooting tear gas or something like that.
Well, there were two people I talked with. If it's true, they claim that one man said someone threw a rock at him, a big rock.
I saw you talking.
And it grazed his head. He had two hats on, so it may have minimized. We got a flag there, and it minimized impact, grazed it. And someone else said it was a piece of concrete that was thrown at them. And you know,
I did see some activity starting to happen, like when they were walking through there, like by the train tracks, and there are a lot of large rocks and things of that nature over there. So yeah, I saw something happening. Wasn't sure what it is. I guess that's what was happening. Yeah, I mean, I personally wouldn't bring my children to an event like this, but you know, to each his own. I guess they want to get them started in the political process.
Right, and you notice how the mainstream media, it's very interesting how, I mean, again, people accuse YouTubers, YouTube journalists of, oh, you're just doing it for clicks and views. And number one, we have a mission, but what do you think mainstream media does? They are major about clicks and views.
Oh yeah.
They're paid, they make hundreds of millions or billions of dollars collectively.
Yeah, well, they need ratings to get advertising dollars. So the clicks and the views, it's the same for them as it is for YouTube. It's no different. It's all advertising dollars that everyone is pulling for. Yeah.
Right. So they're surrounding.
But unlike them, I mean, I'm here for free. Yeah, my live is monetized. I'm not going to make much money off of it. So like, I'm not making what these news reporters are making.
Yeah. I talked to the Associated Press. I met one of the reporters yesterday. Told them a little bit about the corrupt mayor and Senator Brian Stack and how I've been attacked and falsely charged for protecting children and doing my job as a journalist. So he wanted my card, and I have been covered by AP once before a number of years ago. And so now they're surrounding the Proud Boys now, the mainstream media.
Yeah.
So let's check out what's going on there.
I have actual families that spent time in an internment camp during World War II. And once they got figured out and things got sorted, they were allowed to then leave. It's just the price of doing business. We're not doing anything wrong.
Sorry about that.
We're preserving America. The people that come here need to come when they come here legally, the right way. You can't just open up the borders and let everybody in.
They were here legally.
Abe, and how many Japanese were spies during that time too that they were trying to figure out and vet? A lot of them. A lot, not everybody, but how do you know who's who until they're vetted? Listen, this is America. You should be able to wear whatever you want. That is the point. Because this fucking media has people so fucking twisted in the fucking head. This is all a communist takeover. It's a communist takeover. And if you can't see it, you're fucking wrong. Forward right. Southern Poverty Law Center. Yeah. Southern Poverty Law Center. Your tax dollars have been funding your own demise, and you don't even realize it. Okay? No idea. Through all these corrupted politicians. How you doing, bro? No idea how right. So how come we can't all start waking up and getting on the right side? What do you think about reports that Melania Trump was here undocumented worker for a long period of time? Do you think that was
An undocumented worker?
That's a good one. That's a good one. Throw another one at it. Come on. Cut out with the bullshit. I won't even answer that.
She is a citizen.
You are a pure clown. You're a clown.
Melania Trump did not sneak across the border, you douchebag.
The right way. She's a Romanov.
Yeah, she's a Romanov.
Actually, but the problem is that you're talking about
Tito. She fled Yugoslavia.
The rapists, the pedophiles, the drug dealers, and the people that are destroying our planet. And Epstein's friends. Oh, really? You think so? Wait till that comes out. Yeah, just wait. Because all your cameras are going to break in half. No one's talking about Epstein. Why is that? Because there's a lot of the left on there. Movie stars. Exactly.
Like I said, four words to the other side. Southern Poverty Law Center.
What about it?
What about it?
Yeah.
They've been financing the radicals and the white supremacists. So they've been financing groups to attack and kill liberals so that they can raise money to fight them. They've staged the whole thing. They're grifters. Every one of those guys, and people have died. Every member of the SPLC should be indicted for murder. They should be indicted. They're all murderers. They fomented violence and murder and race riots so that they could raise money fighting against the race riots.
Well, weren't they more like exposing it? You know,
they weren't exposing it. They paid the head of the Ku Klux Klan. They financed Charlottesville. And there's evidence that they paid the head of the Ku Klux Klan $3 million. And that's just one instance. They've been doing this since the 60s. They need to have something to fight against. You know, it's right in 1984. Read fucking Orwell. You know, Orwell, who started out as a socialist, became a communist, realized the lies and the evil. He wrote that book as a warning, as a caveat. The Democrats took it as a rule book, and that was supposed to run things. Because that's what they were doing within 1984. They were creating a violent opposition so they had an excuse to have martial law and fight against it. Southern Poverty Law Center, they're all murderers. They should all be sitting in solitary jail cells planning their last meals.
What do you have to say about Trump threatening the Insurrection Act? Similar to like what we saw in
what insurrection are you talking about? Called January 6th an insurrection?
No, just recently, like through the mass deportation efforts, he's been threatening to send in the military and also have martial law, like in Minneapolis and Chicago.
He's threatening. You see, you're playing games with semantics and words. Trump has never suggested martial law. No, he has not suggested martial law. I demand.
Do you follow him on Truth Social? Do you follow him on Truth Social? Or no? You follow him on social media?
Of course I do follow him.
You follow? Yeah, you're on Truth Social.
Yes.
So do you read his posts?
Yes. He has never called for martial law.
Okay. He was.
There's no point even. I'm not going to debate nonsense.
I'm just talking about his posts. That's it. Like,
I do. And
I read them too. I do. I read Trump's posts. I watch his rallies too.
Look at today as a microcosm. I got a fucking rock thrown at me, hit me off the head. So unfortunately, I was wearing two hats. Yeah, because it grazed me. I was like, what the fuck? It was a rock. It was a chunk of concrete. They're the ones shutting us down. They're the ones stomping on our First Amendment rights. Do any of us have bullhorns or sirens? No. They're all over there. And they got nothing to say, so they bang drums.
And I heard them shouting across the divide, fuck Charlie Kirk, you'll be dead soon, we'll find you. I mean, threats to my life. Screw all the violence comes from the left. These, George Santayana warned, those who forget the past are condemned to repeat it. 100 years ago, a great evil swept through the world. They were called Nazis. They're back, only today they're called Democrats. We need a Nuremberg trial.
For the Democrats?
Yes, every Democrat official should be indicted for treason and crimes against humanity. And if they're found guilty, they should be punished exactly like the Nazis at Nuremberg.
What are some of your, I see you represent Trump pretty heavily. What are some of your favorite Trump policies right now that he's enacting, like in office?
Well, I am damn glad that some president finally had the balls to take on those mullahs in Iran.
Do you like the war in Iran?
Yeah, it's been going on for 47 fucking years. Trump didn't start the war. They've been threatening to kill us and kill Israel for 47 fucking years. I remember 1979. I was reading this dust off this place.
Yeah, it's because it's been pepperballed to hell.
No, it's Newark dust.
There's a lot of dust here, and it's an industrial place. The air is probably not good here. It's all right. So you heard from him for a while, and the other journalist, I see he's got 1.5 thousand people on his live. He is asking some questions there. So Aria, what do we have? What's the latest here?
Yeah, everything is great, man. Everything's awesome. We're getting great conversations going. People are donating. People are talking. So yeah, we're showing exposure reports feed as well. So that's great. We appreciate all the mods dropping all the links.
Having the multiple feeds is good, and make sure whenever I wave, make sure mine is then the main feed
for sure.
And so we got more and more people joining now. So
yeah,
it's gonna get. Unfortunately, it's probably going to get crazier later, which, from what I understand, that's been what's going on. So, they are, this side is outnumbered probably 4-1, 3-1, and but we'll see what goes on later. And what are some comments? I can't see the comments. What are some comments that we could feature
if you want,
here?
I can put it on the screen so you can see it. But let's see.
And candidate Marco Navarro, we're live now. Would you like to share some words about the event and maybe your political aspirations and so forth?
I mean, it's been a pretty good event.
Hold on, let me turn this here. All right, and I'm going to put the camera over here a little bit. All right, and first, please introduce yourself.
I am Marco Navarro, and I'm a candidate for State Senate.
This is Marco Navarro, a candidate for New Jersey State Senate. And when it comes to corruption, I know personally he is not about right versus left. He's about right versus wrong. And I know he's one of the only Republican candidates in the entire state of New Jersey who has called out corruption and specific individuals as a candidate has been running for various offices. And that's where it all starts. Because I personally, Mr. Navarro, I am so fed up with politicians in New Jersey running for office. Almost all of them run on an anti-corruption platform. They're going to end corruption in New Jersey, but they never name a single corrupt politician. How can they end corruption? Because corruption isn't this generic cloud that floats over New Jersey like Pigpen in the Charlie Brown cartoons. Individuals who are corrupt make New Jersey corrupt. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I would say I ran my platform last year for the State Assembly also about anti-corruption. I would say to any candidate out there, if you're really for anti-corruption, you need to start calling out the politicians who we know are causing the corruption in New Jersey.
All right.
You got to pull them out.
And are there any particular ones you would like to call out?
One particular one that I'm really would like to call out is Union City Mayor and State Senator Brian Stack. I'm being from Union City basically my whole life. The corruption down there with the politics is just completely incredible, and it's very sad and very unfortunate that the regular voters in Union City are turning a blind eye to the corruption, no matter how much is being exposed. And this mayor keeps getting reelected, or even most of the time unopposed. So, like I tell all the other candidates, if we're running on anti-corruption narrative, we need to start calling them out as it is.
Right. And are there any specifics you can give specifically about Union City Mayor and State Senator Brian Stack?
Anything else?
Any specific corruption allegations that is not generic? Like, what are some of the things he's accused of having done that is corrupt?
No, absolutely. Well, from what we know for the past over 25 years, is definitely the pay-to-play culture within the Union City government and the employees. The pay-to-play is there. It exists. It's easily proven by the NJ-elect, the Law Enforcement Election Commission. Everything could be seen from there. You can see that from throughout history in Union City within the Board of Education and the police department, those who contribute to the mayor and also volunteer for their campaigns are the ones specifically getting the promotions all the way up to police chief. So it's loud and clear. It's out there in the public. People just have to know exactly where to look. And I am one of those people, fortunately. And it's the biggest pay-to-play culture there is in the state of New Jersey.
Right, and he calls it, this is Mr. Marco Navarro, candidate for New Jersey State Senate. And one of the things that's a problem, Mr. Navarro, is Mayor of Union City, New Jersey, Brian Stack, is simultaneously a New Jersey State Senator, 33rd District, and simultaneously the head of the Senate Judiciary Committee. So he ultimately picks all the judges and the prosecutors. And you mentioned the pay-to-play culture. And I know there is a lawsuit right now that Officer Juan Estrella is doing. And because he has claimed a major pay-to-play culture, that because he refused to buy campaign fundraiser tickets of Mayor Brian Stack, that he alleges that he was not promoted. And they're in the middle of a lawsuit right now. However, it looks like this judge named, and there are numerous judges who are in integrity. I want to make that clear. In New Jersey, there are numerous judges who are in integrity, and they rule by the law. So I want to make that super clear. However, there are some that are allegedly blatantly beholden to Mayor Brian Stack, and numerous people have claimed Judge Kimberly Espinales Maloney is one of those judges they allege to be not ruling by the law, but to be ruling whatever Stack wants, allegedly. And I have heard she has been dismissing every motion when it comes to this pay-to-play lawsuit that this respected police officer, Juan Estrella, is doing. And there were even depositions by other highly respected police officers that under oath they said that yes, they said that pay-to-play is real, that Brian Stack does pay-to-play, and if you want a promotion, you must buy campaign fundraiser tickets. And it looks like Judge Kimberly Espinales Maloney is mostly going to dismiss this lawsuit. And she wouldn't even allow the depositions to be admitted, saying they're irrelevant to a lawsuit about pay-to-play, when those depositions were all about highly respected police officers in Union City, New Jersey, under oath, they said pay-to-play. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, that's not the only lawsuit that there was. I've read his lawsuit. I know about it. There's also the previous lawsuit with Lieutenant Figueroa for a few years ago. So it's not the first lawsuit. It is definitely not the first lawsuit. It is not going to be the last. There's more coming. But like I said, the pay-to-play culture is out there publicly. They do it like nothing, like I'm not doing anything wrong, and nobody's holding them accountable, and that's a problem. When it comes to these prosecutors and judges, yes, I believe they have too much discretion, and they're more worried about their own careers, because they know if they go against Brian Stack, they're not going to succeed in their careers. So it's more about their careers than actually serving justice. The criminal justice system and the legal system is completely flawed in this state.
Yes. Now, this is my personal opinion. This is not Mr. Navarro's. My personal opinion in my experience of Mayor Senator Stack and the opinion of many others is that he runs Union City like a dictatorship. Literally. He retaliates against people who don't buy tickets to his campaign fundraisers. He will retaliate against people if they don't knock on doors for him or hand out flyers. And it's a sick and disgusting and anti-American culture. And he has been mayor for over 26 years. I remember, Mr. Navarro, is that I think it was NJ Globe did a article when Brian Stack became mayor at some point, and they called it the perfect coup. They literally called it because Mayor Stack did a coup, allegedly, against the previous mayor. He didn't get elected the first time. He somehow pressured the other mayor out, and one of the major newspapers who Brian Stack allegedly controls. In wide open, they admitted it was a coup. Did you know about that story?
Yes, I definitely heard. It was before my time, but it's definitely something that I've heard. He's been a power-hungry person for as long as I've known, and from everybody that's told me within his inner circle, he is a very power-hungry person. He initially ran to not run for the Senate. He promised he wasn't going to seek office at the state level, and he wanted to help in Union City. But obviously, throughout the years, that wasn't true. So, from his initial supporters who got him elected into the Board of Commissioners, they all said the same thing, that he betrayed them all, and he is a power-hungry person.
And according to many, vindictive, and people are terrorized of him in Union City, New Jersey. They are terrified of him. They are afraid of him. Those are the two most common words people describe. So, well, why don't you expose the corruption? Because they say they're too afraid. I said, well, stand up anyway. And then they say, well, Leroy, you're so courageous, and you got, BALLS of steel and so forth. And it's, well, thanks for the kind words and support, but you got to stand up. And I know Mr. Navarro, as a candidate running for New Jersey State Senate, and as he ran for Assembly previously, he stands up, he speaks the truth, and he is one of the only Republicans, because again, I'm a neutral channel. I don't care if it's a Republican or a Democrat, but I will support someone who supports the Constitution and who supports ending corruption by naming names and then following it through. And bottom line, FBI are the only ones who can end this. So 3 letters, FBI, need to indict and arrest corrupt Mayor and Senator Brian Stack, like today. Any last words?
No, other than we're having a good time here with the protest. We're here for the men and women in law enforcement, and for we stand for law and order. I haven't seen any of the Democratic elected officials here as of yet. I haven't seen Rob Menendez here either. I actually wanted to have a few words with him for wanting to confront an elderly person.
Well, let everyone know who Rob Menendez is. They don't know.
Oh, so Rob Menendez is the son of convicted felon, former U.S. Senator Bob Menendez.
What is his elected role?
So Rob Menendez is right now the current congressman for Congressional District 8, which composes a majority of Hudson County, Essex County, and a little bit of Union County. His father is the former U.S. Senator Bob Menendez, and he was the one that got convicted for bribery, and we call him the Gold Bar Menendez. But he's doing 11 years in prison as of right now.
Right, and by the way, the now 16-time felon, he was convicted on all 16 counts. He's doing 11 years in federal prison. He used to be the mayor of Union City and one of Mayor Brian Stack's mentors. And Union City has a history of mayors going to federal prison. And Mayor Stack, it'll only be a matter of time before he goes, according to many inside sources inside Mayor Stack's own city hall, who have been reaching out to Leroy Truth and his entire team, and the wind almost took my camera out. All right, so thank you for joining us, Mr. Navarro. Good luck with your campaign. Okay, God bless you. All right, it's very windy, Aria. How's the sound?
You sounded great the whole time, buddy.
All right, this is good. All right, and I'm going to go to the other side one more time. Then I'm going to probably close the live stream out, and we may stay around.
Make sure you're not near the speakers. They're playing music, so you don't want to get a copyright thing.
Yeah. Good.
You've been good. You've been good.
Okay, good point. So there's just drums there now.
Yeah, you're
the
fine.
The drums aren't copyrighted, and there's so much dust in the air, man. I can barely see. It's just, I get crusted in my eyes.
Yeah, everyone's been coughing. Every time you talk to them, it's got something like in their
lungs. Here's
a
good eagle eye view here.
All right.
Yeah, I see people coughing all over the place.
You gotta flip the camera. Flip the camera.
Oh, hold on. I thought There we
go. Yep. You got
I didn't realize I was still on. I'm like doing a close up of my face.
It's okay.
Hit the road jack. We're playing Hit the Road Jack.
That's all. Beautiful.
Now, with all the dust, the mask has to make sense with all the dust.
Right.
I'm going to get at least one more interview here.
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am. Would you like to share why you're here? We're live on Leroy Truth's YouTube. We're live on Leroy Truth's YouTube. Would you like to share why you're here? And
I am here. I'm here because people need to start speaking up. and it's time that people get together and actually do something for each other and support each other. Right now, this is about humanity. There's people being treated inhumanely in the detention facility, and people need to say something about it and do something about it and stop sitting on the couch watching TV. And right now, the fact that you have anti-humanitarians protesting for no humanitarian treatment is almost absurd. So it's very confusing to see something like that happen. You know, I don't understand where these people's minds are at when you hear the stories about how people are being treated inside. Andy Kim was here. There's a woman in there that's pregnant. She's not getting medical treatment. There's another woman who had a miscarriage and she didn't get any medical treatment. They thought she was lying. There's a young woman in there that's 18 years old that did all the translating for him, and all she wants to do is go to prom and graduate. These are not hard criminals. And even hard criminals that are in our prison system right now are getting treated better than people in here. So that's why I'm here.
All right, and the question is, and I'm politically neutral. I'm just reporting on all sides. And how do you know the things you're sharing?
I'm an independent, right? This is not about political party at this point. This is about humanitarianism. This is about treating people like people, right? Like that's what this is about. No politics. Forget politics.
Right, and as I say, my channel is not right versus left, it's right versus wrong. And I want to give people the whole story of all sides so they can then determine, you know, what's right, wrong, what they want to do to try to change things.
Yes.
And one last question is people are saying there's maggots in the food and so forth, and I'm curious, like, how do they know that? Has it been proven? Is there rumors?
Who are talking. There's actually a young woman who, well, Andy Kim was in there talking. They're not even letting, I mean, you know what? That's
Andy Kim is Senator Andy Kim of New Jersey.
Yes, so that's a great question. Like, how do they know that? Well, here's the thing. They've been asked to bring the health department in here, and they've been denied. So the fact that the health department has been denied to come in, why is it denied, right? Show us how you're treating people. Bring them in.
Wow. Right. Well, thank you. Do you want to share your name and where you're?
I'm Erin. I live in New Jersey, and this is why it's important for me.
Say that again?
I live in New Jersey, and this is why it's important for me. My name is Erin.
All right. Erin, I'm Leroy Truth of Leroy Truth Investigations, and I specialize in investigating and exposing corrupt politicians so they can be held accountable and go to federal prison. So I appreciate you sharing with us.
Thank you.
All right. God bless you. You too. Thank you. All right. So Aria, and I'll tell you what, can you go to is the exposure report David Snow still streaming?
Yeah, he's still alive.
He still is?
Yeah.
Okay, and if I'm going close to the camera, everybody. Oh. My name is Leroy Truth, Leroy Truth Investigations, and I'm looking at 5 years in state prison because I have been exposing the largest sexual teacher predator mass assault public schools in history of New Jersey, in Union City Public Schools, of Mayor Brian Stack's public schools. Instead of investigating and suspending the teachers, I was arrested on false charges of aggravated assault against a police officer when I was live streaming. It didn't happen. I was indicted 3 weeks ago. I'm looking at 5 years in state prison.
And you have all these people getting away with actually doing fucking shit, and you're going to be indicted
Yeah.
for investigating.
And here, I'm going to give you a card, and I have had over 31 false criminal charges put against me in the last 30 months since I started investigating Mayor and Senator of Union City Brian Stack to try to stop me. He can't stop me. But this is and Facebook, I mostly do Facebook for this work here, but I also have YouTube as well. So please contact me. I'm looking for other people in New Jersey to help support my cause to expose these alleged sexual predator teachers. Over 50 teachers' names, past and present, many are still working. Mayor Brian Stack refuses to suspend them for credible allegations. So if you, my number is if you contact me. All right. All right, so can you go to his stream, and how much time do you have with us yet, Aria, if any? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I got time.
All right, I'm getting close. I gotta hear. It's very loud, so I get close to my phone. So, you say you have more time?
Yeah.
All right, so let's cut to David Snow's on the Exposure Reports live feed now for a bit.
Okay.
And I got some other things I got to do and some other posts here. So Stay tuned, stay with me here. And how many people do we have here now?
Well, about 200.
Okay. And thank you so much, everyone. God bless you for joining us on this very windy, relatively cold Saturday here in Newark, New Jersey, where I'm live at Delaney Hall in Newark, New Jersey. And you're hearing from all sides of the issue here. And you make up your own minds. And I'm curious, what are your perspectives? And I don't see the chat now. When it goes live to David Snow on the exposure report, I'm going to look through the chats. But give your opinions. I want your opinions. And First Amendment applies on my channel. And what I'm very happy about is we have people on the left, on the right who support our work, because we do work that transcends left versus right on Democrat, Republican, liberal, conservative. So I'm happy to have people from all perspectives, or no political party. It doesn't matter, because we're all humans ultimately, and that's what matters. How are we going to make New Jersey a better place for us? How are we going to make the United States a better place for us that protects our constitutional rights and doesn't imprison journalists like myself, for example, for exercising my constitutional rights and exposing not just the corrupt system, but the individuals, starting with Mayor Senator Brian Stack, with Kevin O'Toole is the head of the Port Authority of New York, New Jersey, one of the most powerful positions in the nation, and he is alleged to have abused his authority 5 times. It is insane, and he's still working there. How did he get there? Chris Christie, ex-governor of New Jersey, appointed him, and Mayor Senator Brian Stack keeps him there. Allegedly very, very corrupt. Again, I'm making no statements of fact. These are all allegations. Every man and woman is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. And I've heard Kevin O'Toole is coming after me now, big time too. A journalist doing his job, exposing alleged corrupt people in government. That's what they do in Russia, Cuba, Iran, Iraq, North Korea. And any politician who goes against a journalist, tries to stop a journalist by criminalizing the criminal justice system against them, they need to spend the rest of their life in a federal prison. That is as anti-American as you can get. It was Mayor Senator Brian Stack's choice to allegedly do all these corrupt, allegedly criminal things. No one else made him do those things, but now he will suffer the consequences if he is found guilty. But the fact is that he has tried to stop me so hard. I've been attacked dozens and dozens of times by mob riots even. Kicked, hit, assaulted, stalked, harassed, followed, tailed, surveilled. Over 11 private investigators, I've been told, were hired by Mayor Stack, Hudson County, New Jersey Executive Craig Guy, and others to try to find some dirt from the past they can use on me. It has been now almost 30 months, 912, I think it's 912 days today, since I first came to Union City. I was invited to come here, and then people were giving me so much information about corruption. Because personally, I don't care about Brian Stack. I'm a journalist doing my job. But I do care that if he did all these criminal actions, that he be held accountable to the full extent of the law, and I know the criminal actions he has done against me. He even threatened me on camera, said, if you can't handle him, I'm handling him, he said to then Police Chief Anthony Piccini. He also allegedly said to a county employee that Leroy doesn't dare go to the county. If he goes to the county, he will be laying next to Jimmy Hoffa. That reference is to Jimmy Hoffa, the ex-Teamsters president, who mysteriously disappeared, never to be found, assumed to be unalived, on the bottom of the Hudson River or some unknown location. A sitting senator, head of the Senate Judiciary Committee, Mayor of Union City, Brian Stack, allegedly said those words, which people shared with me. All right, so let's go to the exposure reports for a bit, Aria, and everyone please subscribe to AVDesigns NC, like for no communism, AVDesigns NC on YouTube. If you need a video editor, contact him. Mods, please put his contact information in here. And he's awesome. Also, please subscribe to the Exposure Report with David Snow on YouTube, Scalzo Photo on YouTube, and Garden State Accountability on YouTube. And please subscribe to my channel, Leroy Truth, and like and share this video if you haven't already. All right, God bless you. So stay tuned. We're going to be back in a little bit. We're going to go live to David Snow, who's around here somewhere. I just saw just before we're gonna go to his live. He's standing next to me. All right, you can.
I'm around here, so
Yeah, you can go to his now, exclusively for a few minutes. Aria. Okay.
AV, what's up, AV? Oh.
What's going on, Exposure Report, by the way? What's up? Shout out to you guys. Shout out to everybody in the chat.
No offense to anyone with blue hair, but let me turn this thing around. I was walking around doing a little monologue thing, narrating to. Right before my eyes is a blue-haired lady staring at me, mean-mugging me, grilling me. And I'm like, hi. She's like, who are you? And I'm like, okay. I have an independent YouTube channel. And she kind of was like, and I'm like, you want to start over? That like, hi, my name is David. What's your name? Like, that's the appropriate way to start a conversation. So you seem mad, you're obviously making some assumptions about me, right? And then I was able to turn it into an interview or whatever. But it started out a little rocky there, and she was like, I'm on this one.
Yeah, so that's a good point, Dave. And that we made assumptions. What I think is unique to us, we are truly independent. Now, most mainstream media outlets are either right or left or left-leaning. And we just want the truth. And we want to hear from all sides. So I'm not supporting any particular position that you've heard today.
Neither of us are. Right?
No, neither of us are.
We're observers.
Right, we're observers, and we're giving them a chance to share. Because, as has been said, and I agree with this, I may completely disagree with what someone says, but I will die to protect the right to say it. Because offensive speech is the only time the First Amendment kicks in. It is invisible when someone isn't offended by speech. That's why people should not be censored when they are saying things that are offensive.
Well, otherwise, we wouldn't need it.
No.
We'd all be singing Kumbaya on the corner together and agreeing with each other and nodding, yes, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. I agree.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And so it's so important that we protect everyone's rights, whether you disagree with them or not, because if you want them censored and they get censored, I guarantee at some point they're going to want you censored.
Yeah.
And you're going to get censored too.
Slippery slope.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a slippery slope. I want to take this opportunity to ask you to subscribe to me, David Snow, of The Exposure Report on YouTube, formerly Full Court Press. Many of you know me as that. But now I have transformed into The Exposure Report. You see, I have my Full Court Press credentials, and I have my David Snow of The Exposure Report credentials. I still have my Full Court Press identity on YouTube, on Facebook and Instagram, and I think TikTok, but I don't use TikTok. But on YouTube, it's The Exposure Report. Subscribe and watch some of the videos. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think.
We need to get The Exposure Report to 100,000 subscribers. And he is one of my favorite auditors of all time. Not just because he's my friend. If I didn't know him from Adam, if he shaved his beard and I didn't recognize him, I would still say, I love him. And it's very balanced. And also, he was unlawfully arrested the first time a few months ago. Oh, shoot.
Thank you. This is the second time we've lost his Leroy's cow nose here.
That's very funny.
His microphone.
Oh, Leroy.
Yeah, it keeps coming off.
Awful thing.
And what was I saying?
Very important message from Leroy right now is to subscribe to David Snow of The Exposure Report, because I'm one of his favorite auditors of all time. You heard it from him, and he's one of the best.
And it's true what I share. And David, tell everyone about the unlawful. In fact, let's get back to my life because I'm going to have better sound.
Sure.
Then I want to go back to your life.
Sure.
And come back to my life.
All right. So David, tell everyone about the insanely unlawful arrest
and how you came to be there.
Right. So, good guy activism was arrested inside State Building at Journal Square in Jersey City, New Jersey, and the morning of February 13th.
Well, let's turn out better to have that the background there.
The morning of February 13th of this year, his case was dismissed. So Leroy and Good Guy Activism and myself decided to meet up there and, do a little walkthrough of the building, sort of as a victory lap and a follow-up to make sure that they learn that we have the right to be in a public area of a public building and record and conduct business. When I got there, they weren't there yet, or maybe they were, I didn't see them, but I went inside. And I went through security, I met their ridiculous conditions that they have, and went into one of the offices there, a publicly accessible office, and I was talking to a security guard, then I was talking to a lady that worked there that told me what they did in that office. When in walks Trooper Chris Basista saying, "Give me your ID."
That's New Jersey State Trooper Chris Basista.
Right, New Jersey State Trooper Chris Basista. He was demanding my ID. He was telling me I was trespassing. I was defending my position that I'm not trespassing. I'm in front of a security desk. I haven't gone into any restricted areas. And within 6 minutes of me going into that building and a minute and a half of talking to Trooper Basista, I was placed under arrest for defiant trespass and escorted out the building in handcuffs.
And then given a false criminal charge of
defiant trespass. And now I have court, and I'm looking forward to beating them at trial, pro se, and holding them accountable.
All right, and this is your first charge doing this work, right?
My first arrest. First arrest.
First arrest and first charge.
And for both, right.
So he has a long way to catch up to what Mayor Senator Brian Stack has done to me with over 31 criminal charges, 28 dismissed, and many of them pro se. And it has been a challenge finding lawyers who don't allegedly cave to Mayor Brian Stack's pressure or intimidation or gifts, allegedly. So I have found for the municipal cases, I am better served by defending myself, as you are as well.
100%. There's no one I trust more than me to believe in the mission that I'm doing, to know that I didn't break the law, and I'm not going to make any deal or bend for any of those situations, and to defend myself properly. So yeah, I trust myself more than anyone. I mean, if I could hire Leroy, I probably would.
I should hire David. We talk a lot about law and the different, especially the false charges against me, but again, his one single, but I don't want to minimize it. Yeah. A single false criminal charge is a major blight upon the Constitution and on every American. Because if they get away with it with one American, if he takes a plea deal, it hurts everyone. They get emboldened. Let's charge these other people.
I have no intent of taking a plea deal, and I've already filed my tort claim. So.
Yeah. All right. So stay tuned for that. I will keep you up to date on that, and I will be attending every hearing as much as possible. They've been doing it on Zoom lately.
My next court date is June 9th.
It's just coming up. My next court date is June 29th. And as journalists, we shouldn't be talking about court dates, that we have a court date.
Right.
It's insane in America.
It's insane.
When we haven't broken the law, we expose politicians breaking the law.
Right.
And they criminalize the Justice Department against us. Oh, by the way, Mayor Brian Stack, he has criminalized the justice system against me so much. He's the head of the Senate Judiciary Committee. He even had me forcefully, unlawfully removed while I was speaking during a public hearing during my public comment time and criminally charged. In Trenton, New Jersey. He's the head of the committee. He ordered state police to remove me.
And they followed those orders. Blindly followed those orders instead of saying, we can't.
Right. He didn't break the law. They have eyes. He didn't break the law. He's speaking during his public comment time. They charged me with disorderly conduct. You can't be disorderly during your own public speaking time. And all charges were dismissed, of course. And the assistant prosecutor in Trenton, she was said to the judge twice that Mr. Filipowski, my legal name, had a right to speak with whatever he wanted to say during that time. Well, I heard corrupt Mayor Senator Brian Stack is getting a special award on Monday. You know what that award is?
Why don't you tell me?
It's called the Broken Liberty Bell Award. It's officially called the Liberty Award. I'm going to call it Broken Liberty Bell Award. He's getting that for being an outstanding example, an exemplary example of someone, a politician who supports the Constitution and the constitutional rights.
Justice and liberty. Yeah. How ironic is that? The number one offender of people's rights is getting the Liberty Award. What is it?
Right, the Liberty Bell Award.
The Liberty Bell Award. Yeah.
I'm calling it the Liberty Bell Troll Award. And the Broken Liberty Bell Troll Award. And why would he be getting this? But he obviously is the last person in the world. He should be getting federal prison. Why would he be getting that award? Like, who do you think would be given this award? His uncle, maybe?
Probably someone closely connected to him with some kind of power.
Oh, let's see. Oh, it's the New Jersey State Law Foundation is honoring him this award, dishonoring every other person who's ever gotten that since 1983. Guess who the president of this organization is? It is Ralph Lamparello, an attorney who's one of the main attorneys for Brian Stack in Union City government.
Surprise!
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, listen, as long as we've been doing this, we've learned a lot that, especially here in New Jersey, how they're all connected, they're all related.
All of
it's
them.
An incestuous machine, and they're all cogs in it. We've had this conversation numerous times. But they're all just another cog in the same corrupt political machine, and they all support each other and do things for each other and give, and it's a whole network of corruption, in my opinion.
It's like that Pink Floyd song. It's just another break in the wall. It's just another cog in the political corrupt machine of Mayor Brian Stack. Ex-Governor Chris Christie is allegedly the head of the beast. He's even overstacked. He's not elected anymore, so he gets to do this all invisibly behind the scenes, allegedly. Who is also one of the allegedly corrupt head of the Port Authority, Kevin O'Toole's best friends. Chris Christie is the one who appointed Kevin O'Toole as the head of the New York, New Jersey Port Authority, and corrupt Senator Brian Stack just kept him there. Corrupt Senator Brian Stack said about Kevin O'Toole, he supports him 1,000%, and that Brian Stack said he would take a bullet for Kevin O'Toole.
That's crazy.
Insane. And then Kevin O'Toole, the head of Port Authority, he banned me from speaking at Port Authority meetings.
Dust is killing me, bro.
Oh, something's going on here. Yeah, dust is terrible. All right, so something's going on here. Yeah, dust is terrible. Excuse me. The dust is just... All right, so the Proud Boys are going the other side here. Go around this side. Excuse my coughing. So everyone's following the Proud Boys out. I guess they're going to leave now.
Thank you. Probably more dangerous than your own.
Yeah, I'm good.
Defend immigrants. Bigots, go home. Defend immigrants. Bigots, go home.
All right. So I was right in the thick of things right there. And so everyone is going as the Proud Boys are leaving. And they're going to follow them out of there. Well, the amount of dust here is insane. It's all over my camera here. Wow. And Aria, can you read some comments? And what do we have for some comments?
Let's see.
It got real quiet here. Let's see, take a look at some things here.
There's a lot of people saying just
all right.
a few.
Yeah,
Mega,
I can't hear you. Hold on,
blue.
I turned the volume down.
Sure.
I didn't even hear you. Okay, go ahead, Aria.
People are saying there's MAGA lover, the bootlickers. There's Proud Boys. They're saying like this is like a homeless camp. Some people are saying stay away from the shiners. Some people are saying MAGA hates facts. Some people saying Democrats dwindle. This is let's see. We're getting a lot of mixed conversations here, but
Yeah, good. Again, I want all sides on my channel.
Yeah, no, for
You're
sure.
all welcome. You're all welcome.
For
the
sure.
bottom line, we want freedoms.
Right.
And we want to be able to freely share, the message of the people.
people
And
say
be able
here,
to-
I wish everyone of the people who hate Trump and the USA would go to any other country and realize that this is the best place in the world. So there's a lot of different opinions.
All right, so yeah, like most of the protests are just following them down. And I wasn't feeling great yesterday, so I'm like taking it relatively easy, so I'm not going to walk another half mile down. All right, can you go exclusively to the sound and video of David Snow for now?
Okay, sure, I'll go ahead.
Okay.
We're not protesting for more than a half hour.
Right.
There's no way.
But what were they protesting? They're protesting the protest.
They're protesting the protest. There's some pretty nights.
Yeah, right. Oh, sorry. Sorry, bro. Is the money shot? Is that the money shot? I'm not going to walk that far unless my Uber Eats driver is willing to meet me down there. Then I will. I will walk for food. So this is actually correctional facility officers' entrance.
Fascists go home! Defend immigrants! Fascists go home! God, you guys had to park a long way. That's inconvenient. I want to feel bad, but I don't. That's what happens when you come late.
So wait a minute.
We were here in the morning, folks. That's dedication.
No weapons beyond this point. All right, I didn't get to ask them what the yellow cock on their shirt stood for, because I'm not chasing these guys. all the way down here. I'm not sure what the fascination is. I was just, because that was like the center of activity, I wanted to, capture some of the footage for you guys. I mean, I'm more interested personally in the Essex County Correctional Facility here.
You are a traitor to the United States Constitution.
Entrance only. I don't see any public entrance. Emergency EMT entrance. I wonder where is the public entrance. Correctional facility officers entrance. Service maintenance entrance. It points this way. I guess it's down here. I guess the public entrance is down here. It has piqued my curiosity, though. Official use only, law enforcement entrance. So what do they put, the public entrance all the way around this? I don't see it. I don't see the public entrance. No parking. Is it back there? Could it be a public entrance? Is it? Should we see? Oh, visitor parking. I see it. I'd say, if I dare venture into the Essex County Correctional Facility visitor entrance, that would gain some attention. And I am very likely to be swiftly arrested only because of what's going on here today. What say you? Am I still here? Yeah, I'm still here, right? Am I still alive? Visitor parking. That's funny because it says visitor parking, and then it says authorized parking only. So this is the Essex County Correctional Facility here, right here, next to Delaney Hall. County Correctional Facility. So this would have been a great place to park. Let's see. Cell phones, electronic devices, restriction enforcement. All in my ICE detainee visitors refusing to comply with the following rules will have their visits terminated. Use of profanity, cell phones, and electronic devices must be turned off before entering the public lobby. That's funny. Immediately after entering the lobby, secure cell phones and all electronic devices is secure. Blah, blah, blah. If any cell phones or electronic devices are displayed or in use, blah, 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 the visit will be terminated. All cell phones and electronic devices will only be turned on once the visitor has, so that's if you're visiting someone, and then they have it in Spanish. So this clearly here is a public bus stop. You think I'm on their radar already? I seem to be the only person here at the Essex County Detentional Center, Correctional Center. Oh, interesting. Well, let's make it part of my story. It does say on that sign, ICE Detention Center visitors. Before entering correctional facility, can you see this? Please have ID ready. Remove and secure all valuables and other personal property. No matches, cigarettes, or other tobacco-related products will be allowed. No cell phones or other telecommunication equipment will be allowed. Oh, interesting. Well, this sign is upside down. Read it. There's Delaney Hall, right next door to the Essex County Correctional Facilities. Let's see. You guys still with me? How many people are watching? I should have more people watching this. This is the Essex County Correctional Facility. Let's see what we have here. We have a dress code. No visits today. I'm not going to read all this out loud again. You can read it yourself. This is the restriction enforcement of the Essex County Correctional Facility. So, as you can see, it says no visits today, 5:30, attorneys only. And here's more cell phone restriction here. So this is the Essex County Department of Corrections, Officer of the Director, Ronald Charles. And it's funny because they're definitely watching us. Essex County Correctional Facility, right? Interesting. So it says inmate ICE detainee visitors refusing to comply with the. So ICE detainee visitors. So is this where you would come to visit ICE detainees? It clearly says no visits today. So I'm not going to go inside. It's very hard to see in there. Registration for non-contact visits will start at 9 p.m. today. Please line up at fence line. That's obviously not for today. Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Well, this is as far as I can get in the Essex County Correctional Facility. They're not having any visitors today. And we just capture the rules one more time. Hope Hopefully it's clear. This is a live and not static. And we'll capture the rules here one more time. Yeah. 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 So it appears to me that ICE detainee visits would take place here. No. It says no visits today. I don't know. Maybe because of all this stuff, I don't know. But you came all the way here to visit, and now you can't visit. Yeah. Sorry, brother. Good luck. So this is the Essex County Prison, correctional facility. So this is where you would go when you first get arrested. This is not like when you're doing jail time. This is like holding your original thing here when you're still waiting to see the judge, or after you've been arrested and you got to see the judge. Look at these guys here. Look at them. Oh, are they leaving? That's state police. Looks like state police is leaving. Bueno. Well, I guess we're going to have to come back on a day when they are open to visitors. Take care, bro. Thank you. Walk through the parking lot here. This is the correctional facility parking lot. That's definitely a police vehicle. Yeah. You got the light there. Definitely fits the profile. The oxygen charger. Well, there is as much as I can really give you of Essex County Department of Corrections today. Hey, Essex County Correctional Facility. Essex Correctional Facility. No, you were Hudson. Yeah, they're closed. They're closed to visits today. Try to see, because it says that's where you visit ICE detainees. Really? Yes, I was going to try to see if I can get some information. All right. Yeah, right there. All right. Well, so, is that it?
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
We'll end it.
Take a little nappy nap right there.
We'll go back to the center of it, and then we'll go back to my live stream area, and then we'll close it off. Final thoughts, final words from everyone in the comments as well. Appreciate everyone joining us.
when they say meet with Mike. Okay. No, look. Mikey Sherrill.
That's confusing to people.
Yeah.
He doesn't go by Mike, he goes by Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, you like it? Mike, you like freedom. Does Mike like it?
Yeah. What's up, brother? How are you? So, I guess that's it. So they set up that tent for themselves. They have a whole, and like sleeping there and stuff.
I don't know if sleeping there. Could be.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's public, right? I mean,
Anyone, like, I don't think they'll let someone with a MAGA hat in there, but.
no, but can anyone just set up a tent on a public?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all of the media, mainstream media, was following the Cowboys.
Yeah. For what? I don't know.
They're hoping there was some kind of conflict.
Yeah.
Mainstream
Well, they were
media,
trying. They were actually.
views.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there were some people trying to create a conflict with them. They were just trying to leave, from what I saw. You know, it's, but we understand, like, you know, people trying to antagonize because we've experienced that. And you know, if you have opposing political views, just let them leave. They're leaving.
Right. And in fact, didn't they want them to leave in the first place?
Right.
I think they were telling them when they first got
Go
there,
home,
get out of
go
here.
there, and now they're leaving. It's like, no, we're going with you.
That's the incongruency. Cognitive dissonance. Not good.
Yeah.
Hey.
Some serious mental health issues going on there.
Yeah. We're going to go here, then we're going to close my live stream as I want. And before we
We'll have to pay attention to social media, though, because, I mean, it seems like this was instead of it.
Yeah, this is it. This is it. Tonight, later tonight, I think it.
Maybe.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so Arya, come back to my feed.
That is eligible for some kind of musical award. Yeah. So they are working on a Grammy here. I have to say, excuse me. Shout out to Leroy Truth and Garden State Accountabilities. If you're not subscribed to either one of those two young fellows by any chance, make sure you subscribe to each of them right now. Hit that like button. We are here live at Delaney Hall in Newark, New Jersey.
You don't fucking know. So what? There's many innocent people
in there? What about innocent until proven guilty? Innocent until proven guilty.
Due process.
Innocent until proven guilty, correct? Has he had a trial? He has not, because he can't fucking act. Has he had a trial?
All right, Leroy, we're back to you.
What trial? What trial? Is it the fucking ones in the Epstein files?
You don't want to talk about
Leroy, can you hear me?
Talk about Epstein files.
He is mentioned in the file over 1 million times, and you don't fucking care. Why are you not outside the White House? Why are you not outside the White House? Why aren't you? Because I'm here. I will next. Because you fucking go next. Well, why don't you fucking go there? You voted for a pedophile. You voted for a pedophile. That's why you're not there. You're out here against a pedophile. It's true. It's fucking true. That's why the same fucking point. You're fucking boring.
Leroy, can you hear me? Leroy. Can you hear me? Hear me. Can people in the chat hear me? And Leroy.
Here.
I can.
Try now.
Wait, can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Okay, there you are. I can hear you. We've been able to hear you. So you're good.
All right, it looks like it's on both, still on both feeds. Yeah, there we go.
Well,
All right.
here's yours.
Okay. So here, we're gonna do a wrap up here. Turn the camera.
Okay.
Hold on, someone else is talking here.
I'm okay with this. I don't feel threatened necessarily by this because of the package that I'm in, right? But even the other night when I was here, they were still going after guys like me, and definitely last night, they went after friends of mine here. That's why I'm here. What were you doing, right? One of them was a reporter, standing right over here, reporting. They set up the cameras, they kettled them in. You were here last night. They kettled them in, and then they were hitting people with flash grenades, right? Pepper spray. It doesn't happen to everybody. See what happened on January 6th? January 6th was an insurrection when people were attempting to overthrow. I saw them there, and how many police officers got killed by people that were here last night on this cruise? How many got killed on January 6th? None. What? Not one. Not one. Does anybody care to fact check that? Dude, not one. No police officer. Not one police officer died on January.
Can you hold on? Make sure it doesn't fall.
There were some scuffles and stuff. Not
beat police officers.
I never saw any video. I never saw any. I saw people standing around.
If I were to pull my phone out right now and we do the Google search, we put the keywords in together.
Sure.
Right? Police officers beat January 6th.
Yeah, that's the media. They also said that shit was smeared all over. That's another untruth.
So if these guys documented it, would you believe it?
If they documented it with video? Yeah, I know that there were some, but you have to understand something. People were just, grandmothers were standing there. People got shot with rubber bullets through their cheek. Were just like this.
Leroy, flip your camera.
And a dude from up on top of the thing shot him right through the cheek. They had all kind of flash. Ron. What is it?
Leroy, flip your camera if you can.
So Ron, was the Capitol breached on January 6th?
Yes.
Yeah. Was the goal of the people that were breaching the Capitol to stop the duly elected president from having power transferred to him peacefully like we've done for nearly 250 years?
No.
That wasn't the goal?
It was a protest. It was a gathering to protest, to say, send the votes back and let's double check.
Okay.
Do you believe that the 2020 election was perfectly normal, everything was fine?
I think again,
that's a simple question, yes or no?
Having served in office, in every election, there will be anomalies, and we have a system in place.
Was the 2020 election a normal election?
It was normal, it was certified. And
everybody had to stay home from COVID.
Ron, by normal.
Okay, you're good. Never mind.
If there were any anomalies, anything improper happened, as you see throughout the history, including modern history in the United States, eventually
Thank you, man.
They get prosecuted. And if it were a situation where that vote really mattered, like it was a one-vote win, they're going to redo that election.
And they're still working. Look what they're doing in Georgia, still to this day.
You had reasonable Republicans
And every judge that Trump went
Whoa,
before,
you said reasonable. I don't think anybody's reasonable at
every
this point.
reasonable Republican and every judge, even Republican appointed judges, even judges that Trump appointed the first time around, he brought this nonsense to them, and they all said no, the election's fine.
See,
you just don't.
I
want to accept
I
the
don't
fact.
believe anything about like this president appointed this person, this president appointed this person. I don't believe that those people are bound.
All right, we're going to wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. So it was great to see dialogue. They were both dialoguing. So here, I'm going to turn the camera around here, Aria, and we're going to wrap the live stream up here.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Exposure report here. If you would take here, you could take my mic and do a wrap up and bring it to my feet only. All right, so first, I want to thank everyone for joining. How many people do we have in the room now, Aria?
Right now, 156.
All right, I so appreciate every single one of you for taking a number of hours out of your day to experience, ideally, an objective experience of this protest here. And God bless Aria, AVDesigns NC for no communism.
Aria.
And also, God bless, and also please subscribe to Arias at AVDesigns NC.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Thank you for producing this, and you did an awesome job. It's Aria right there. And
Thank
also,
you, guys.
big shout out to David Snow of the Exposure Report. And what are your thoughts of this experience today? What was your experience, David?
My experience was, it was weird. I felt it was odd. I have to process it because it seems like there's just a lot of angry people, just saying angry things that don't really make very much sense. Back and forth, and a lot of people are looking to capture an image, and that's what was happening today. Nothing significant, but interesting. Interesting to observe.
Right. Yeah, it was interesting to observe and to hear from all sides. Now, two people said that they had rocks thrown at them, and it seems it was probably true. Now, when one or two people throw rocks, that doesn't mean all of them did. So I don't condemn the entire group of any side if they did that, but I do condemn those acts of violence if they in fact did happen. And bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, we got to keep an open dialogue. We've got to be able to talk respectfully to each other, which you're doing. I haven't seen the chats, but I'm assuming that we have people from the left, from the right, Republicans, Democrats, liberals,
You
conservatives,
do.
who are supporters
The full spectrum
of the work.
Exactly.
I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
I'm proud of that. And I know David Snow is proud of that as well.
Yeah, that's dope.
Because we're Americans. We're Americans first. And so it's so important because I want to hear from all sides. I'm going to learn from every single one of you. Every single one. No matter what perspective you're on, I'm always looking to see what can I learn from that. That's so super important. So what are the last words, David, before we go?
Well, thank you for staying tuned in. We were here for 2.5 to 3 hours, something like that.
Yep.
Shout out to Aria for producing and everything like
Yeah.
that. He's really dope with it.
Thank you so much, Aria. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
It remained a peaceful protest. It remained a constitutional event, right? Freedom of speech, the right to assemble, the right to protest, freedom of press. Not very much religious stuff going on here, but I suppose in some ways politics is like a religion to some people.
It is. For many, it becomes a religion.
Police officers seem to be on their best behavior. I didn't see anything from them that I would deem inappropriate or any kind of constitutional violation. They sat and silently observed. They didn't try to antagonize anyone. They were remained professional on the sidelines here. The Proud Boys coming through was probably the most eventful, heightened the tensions to the most. But they kind of just came in, walked here, yelled a little bit, and everybody yelled at them. They bore the brunt of it and then left and got yelled out on the way out too. So, yeah.
So, all right, and Vinny, come in here as well. We're doing a wrap up. We got Garden State Accountability, who drove further than any of us. Well, actually, yeah, he drove further than me. Again, I live in Connecticut,
and he's down in South Jersey. So any last, like, what was your experience here today?
My experience here today, I mean, it was pretty decent. I mean, the cops, I think, honored their oath today and, you know, let the people do what they wanted. I didn't see any confrontations or anything today. I mean, that's not to say what happened last night. And, I mean, for the most part, people are peaceful, so.
It was good, and it was. But one thing that I didn't like with police today, now that no one escalated, but this is something that David had an interaction. This fell off. This is my microphone windscreen. It fell off right when we were first coming in, and there were probably 6, 7, 8 police officers. We were right there. It was getting blown into the street right near them. And I yelled out to them, "Can you stop it? Because cars can run over it. We may lose it forever." We had pretty heavy winds. So a police officer very nicely saved us. And then he retrieved it, gave it to David, and then what happened after that?
I say, hey, thank you for doing that. And what's your name? He told me his name. I said, I'm David, and I offered to shake his hand. And he like pulled away, and then I offered to dap him up, and he just said, I don't shake hands on camera.
Right. And we're all about creating bridges.
Right.
So a simple opportunity. He did something nice for me.
Right.
I mean, this thing could have been gone. And not
It was a human moment. It was an opportunity for him to be a human being. And instead it was like a very robotic, like, I don't know, it was...
He didn't want to be caught on camera.
Yeah, it was
shaking hands.
He referred to the camera. I don't do it on camera.
Yeah.
I wonder what he would have did if the camera was off. Yeah.
Right.
We'll never know.
And if a man or woman does something kind for me, I don't care what their profession is, I will shake their hand in gratitude. And he did something kind, because I wouldn't have been able to do this live stream nearly as good because there would be wind all over the place. You would hear more wind than sound with this microphone, which is my main microphone. So any police officers, if someone offers to shake your hand because in gratitude, because they're thanking you for doing something kind, shake their hand, camera or no camera. Wouldn't you want more people to see that you're not violating rights, that you can respond kind and kind? So.
And that you're bridging a gap with the citizens. Yeah, you're creating a rapport. I mean, to me, it's good PR for them. They haven't been getting a lot of good PR.
No, it's great PR for them.
But, you know, they didn't take the opportunity and blew it.
Yep. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I so appreciate you. Anyone on your way out, please smash the like button, subscribe to my channel. If you are inspired to do a super chat or a super thanks or give, send, go, especially give, send, go, because they don't take 30% of it, I want to thank the Garden State Account. I keep calling it the Garden State Accountability, Vinny, for setting the GoFundMe up after the other one.
Give, send, go.
The give, send, go.
Well, I guess both, right?
Right. Well, he set the first one up too. And what was that again? The communists. What were they?
That was
That was a GoFundMe, and now it's a give, send, go.
Right. So the GoFundMe is what I meant. GoFundMe originally, but then deleted my entire account. And they said, oh, no, we can't have anyone with a felony raising money. A journalist falsely charged with a felony, and they deleted the account. So Vinny set a new one up, give, send, go. And so you can find me on Leroy Truth. Any mods, if you can put that in there, Arya.
Yep, it's already up.
Put it up. Thank you, Tommy.
Yeah,
D.
Tommy D, could you put it in the chat as well? People can click on it.
Tommy V, always on point.
$1,
Oh, yeah.
$10 goes to the various legal costs of defending over 31 false criminal charges and now a false felony. So God bless. Garden State Accountability, Vinny. Please subscribe to him now. Also, please subscribe to David Snow on the Exposure Report on YouTube and Scalzo Photo. He likes to call himself Scalzo Photo. Call him Photo.
Hard T.
He's not Frodo. He's Photo. Scalzo Photo does some great editing work as well. And also subscribe to Arias AVDesigns. And thank you so much for producing. Keep rolling.
Good job, guys.
What do you see?
Pointing to Aria in the chat.
Oh, yeah. There's a guy with a cape over there and a flag out there pointing to him in real life. So stay tuned for my next video. I got so much more going on. My next court date is June 29th at 9 a.m. at Newark, New Jersey, Essex County Superior Court. I am fighting 3 false criminal charges. Most serious is third-degree aggravated assault against a police officer, Lieutenant Glenn Gaston, who blatantly fell, lied on the police reports. I was live streaming. I mean, how dumb can they be? I was live streaming. There was no assault that took place against the cop, but he did assault me, Lieutenant Glenn Gaston. That was caught on camera.
Sure did.
That was where the assault was. but I've had to spend over $14,000 so far on legal fees. As a man trying to protect children from alleged sexual predators in Mayor Brian Stack's Union City schools. That's sick. Stay tuned. We will never stop. We will never stop exposing the truth. We will always do it peacefully. We're going to get some lunch now. God bless you all.